I do have a question with Hugh being here for the short time. Are we able to get that wand of the War Mage?
Yeah, we can get that wand of the War Mage.
Because personally, I'd really like that, and Modern's probably not going to fight me for it. So,
No, I'm not gonna fight that.
like I feel like I'm probably the best person for it. It's pretty much me or you.
Mm-hmm. I say you have it, man.
Or we get more use out of it with the DPS character, or even crowd control spells in general. So we have a new one joining us tonight, right in the nick of time here. Unfortunately, Rowan, his last week was last weekend, and wish him well on his move. His character will stay here in the inn and keep us company for a while. But we've got to get our new friend here folded into the fray. Real quick, I'm Apollo. You can reach out to me, ask me questions, whatever you need to. I'm generally a pretty easy guy to talk to. I like to keep my tables nice and friendly, not like to not step on toes, don't make more enemies than what I'm going to throw at you. If you're having problems with anybody, please PM me and let me see if I can work or mediate some kind of solution. But other than that, have fun with it more than anything. We've been in probably about 2-3 months now going on. We just hit level 4. The general premise of what I have to tell you coming in here is for roughly about 2 years. At this point, the goddess of winter's wrath, called Ariel, takes to a gigantic bird nightly and flies across the skies of Icewind Dale, casting a potent, ancient magical spell that prevents the sun from rising above the mountains towards the south of the spine of the world. Because of this, Icewind Dale has literally not felt the warmth of sunlight on it in 2 years. It's getting progressively colder, it's getting harder to get resources, people are starting to get starved out, the roads into Icewind Dale are too treacherous to pass, and getting goods in and out of here is next to near impossible as it stands. So everyone's looking to appease Oriel and try to end this endless winter that's been going on for 2 years, and that's kind of where the story picked up with this group. Started in Bryn Shander and kind of made their way around to various towns around here. They seized themselves some property by taking care of a white moose that was killing people.
Sure.
Took out some kobolds at a mine. We've got some speaker business we took care of in Goodmead. Unraveled a bit of a plot to end 10 towns, in a sense, via some Duragar warlord, which is basically like the drow equivalent of a dwarf.
Sweet.
And yeah, the recent milestone we have is opening up our inn here.
Oh yeah. Good old D&D times, it seems.
Yeah. What I like to do is just have our party go around the table, introduce themselves real quick to you, and we'll introduce yourself to us, and let's get rolling.
Oh yeah.
Any volunteers, or should I do initiative?
I guess I'll start. I am Maldrin. I don't want to say that my character. Maldrin Sternheart. I am a light domain cleric. He's more of someone of the comedic relief, I guess. I think I kind of made him like that. Besides Rajim and a couple other characters we had along the way. I would say he's kind of like a hardhead a little bit, but more or less more protective of his comrades that he has around him, since they were the ones that helped him with his little parasite problem earlier, and he feels like he owes them pretty much his life to him, so he's now just gonna do what the rest of the group's gonna do and try to live a long, happy life, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Who else? Nikhil, why don't you say hi?
Yeah, my character is Nikhil. He's a aberrant mind sorcerer. A good halfling boy. You'll probably learn that's not true at some point, but I do weird mind shit. I took telekinetic at level 4 to do more weird mind shit. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm.
He's kind of a.
I've been somewhat of the DPS for the party so far, just being the primary caster. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of a pocket damage wand.
Yeah.
Tarek, why don't you say hi?
Yeah, Tarek Wildbrush is a halfling barbarian. Grew up raised in the 10 Towns area, so this is home for him. And his, I guess, main little thing that came out in our adventure so far is that he can speak Yeti.
Oh hell yeah. That's tight. What do Yetis even speak?
It's a lot of grunting at each other
Is
over
it just
Discord.
Sick. So okay, just so there was 2 halflings, and then what was the Maldron?
Maldron's a dwarf. Sorry, I thought I said that, but no, he's
I know
a dwarf.
you're good. You might have heard it and it might have cut out. Okay, cool. So
You are now officially the tallest person here.
I tower over you all. Samson. My name is Samson Bjornstein. First off, I'm 6'1", so I'm like 2 of all of y'all. Just absolutely shredded. I'm a fighter. I got long blonde hair, big bushy blonde beard, a lot of tattoos, braids in the hair.
All Nordic out.
Very much so. Been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla lately. And I was like, I'm just gonna make this as a D&D character and just
It's the best way to do it.
yeah. So my goal is to try to throw all of y'all at least once now in a combat situation.
I'm sure Tarek will probably be okay with that.
Yeah.
I can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say, since everybody else kind of let it go, I'm not actually a halfling. I'm a Dampier. So, but
okay.
I'm very small. We haven't really got into my background stuff to know how that happened, but I'm very small, so I look like a halfling. I'll tell people I'm a halfling. But I also have some, like, you would notice, like, elven features as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's really. Everybody's very aware that I'm a Dampier, but like they haven't really asked anything about that.
It's like one of those you're like, oh, okay, I see it, but like, I don't know.
I started walking on walls and ceilings and stuff, and then I asked them if I could eat somebody's brain, basically, and they were like, that's weird, but okay. And then it just never came up again.
I think
it's because Raj just took one for the team on that one.
All right. Well, this would be interesting to see.
Yeah. So at least when you meet my character, you'd probably think he's a halfling, but you probably learn pretty quickly he's not. Because I enjoy running to the ceiling and fighting things where they can't hit me.
It's always like, how tall is the ceiling? And I'm like, fuck, here it comes.
Yeah. How tall is the ceiling and how tall is the bad guy?
So, so we've been trekking along. Long campaigns, they have a bit of attrition. People come, people go, but the core group is pretty set here. It keeps on trekking.
Oh,
As for you as a player, like, what's your D&D experience like? Do you have experience on virtual tabletops? Is this all new to you?
So I'm currently DMing uh Curse of Stroud.
That's a good one.
I can't wait to finish just so I can play in the campaign. 'Cause I've never been able to play that, and I love horror. So can't wait to play that one day. But I've been playing off and on better part of 10 years.
Nice.
And I think I've been playing the most probably in the past 3 years. During the pandemic, all I did was watch Critical Role, which got me back into D&D.
The D&D boon, as I call it.
Yes. But yeah, I'm like I said, I've been a DM for a little while now, so I have a pretty good grasp of the rules. But everyone always makes mistakes. So if I mess something up, I'll be the first to admit that I messed something up.
I'm usually pretty blunt and easygoing, so we're all here to play a game. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So
We're here to have fun. I look at it.
Rime is a great one. Rime's the second best-selling 5e module. It's probably the better of the two, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've been trying to play Strahd. I've joined like 4 games on Start Playing, and like all of them have like kind of been all of them. It's either DMs are shitty or like players are so shitty I don't want to be there. It's like because like everybody wants to play it, so like everybody runs it because it's easy to get games.
It's like, honestly, when you execute it right, it's a great campaign. I mean, I get goosebumps talking about it. It's a really good one.
It can be a slog.
Yeah, that's usually what gets people is like, I have split up more groups than I have that have completed that thing.
Yeah, if we can finish it, I'll be amazed if we can actually get to the castle. Like I've been trying to get them to get to the werewolf den for about 2.5 weeks now.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what I did?
It's just like,
I don't know if anyone's played Curse of Strahd. You know what I did? So where that town just south of Werewolf's Den. I made it to where the fucking werewolves came to them, and they had to hold the fort. That werewolves attacked the fucking castle, and it's all Strahd's doing because the werewolves worked for Strahd.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just make them attack them.
Mm-hmm.
I
have a whole streaming thing. I did that. I was like, fuck them. And I had over like hundreds of wolves attack. They had to hold the fort and try to get everyone in safety.
It's actually not a bad idea.
I like that. Mm-hmm. I am excited for them to get to that town because I think the abbot, I think, is one of the coolest.
Yeah, and I made it to where the abbot's working for Strahd in a way because he has.
He kind of is in a weird roundaboutish way,
right? But I made it to where he's the one making the flesh golems for Strahd to build his army.
Ooh.
I did that little twist. Either the way, I mean, he's just a simp.
So,
it really is. I mean, that's yeah, you're not wrong.
So, what should we call you as a player? I don't want to refer to you. What's your online handle?
My what?
Your online handle, or should we just? I'm gonna start calling you Samson in my head. Otherwise, okay.
Logan, you can call me Logan. However, yeah,
Logan. Okay, bet.
Yeah. Whatever.
So currently, now. When you play, do you play online or do you play in person?
So I actually just finished. Sadly, the group broke up. The DM got really busy. He moved, but I was playing an online one on Roll20. Okay. I hated it. I hated Roll20.
Yeah, Roll20 is garbage. Just to throw it, it's hot fucking garbage compared to Foundry.
Oh man, it was rough. But the game that I DM, we play together. So I mean, I have a little bit of both experience. But
Well, this will give you a little bit of inquiry or interest here. You should have a token now. You have vision up because you're not a filthy human, right? You're an Asimar. Yeah, you've got 60 feet. So you can freely move this token around with arrow keys or wasad. This is basically their in, and it gives you a little bit better feeling for how Foundry works. If you ever want to access your character sheet, you can double click your token on the map, or go to the actors token, or excuse me, actors tab on the right hand side. Looks like 3 people stacked up, and look at the players folder in there. Any of those things on the tab menu on the right, like the chat bubble, the fist, the group menu, you can right click those and it'll make individual windows. From those individual windows, if you hit pop out, it'll make a browser window pop out for you. And that's a lot of navigation for what it is. A lot of your interaction is going to be targeting things and selecting what you want to use from your sheet. Definitely encourage you to move around, look around. The game is active right now, so you should be able to. Yeah, I've got you all on the end. Your token is right here. Have Explorer.
So I don't know if we should or not, but there's no light upstairs.
Oh yeah, we may need to.
I don't know if there should be or not. It's just black and white up here.
Yeah, we should put some lights on. But do you have access to Samson right now on this?
yeah, I'm just looking over. The slip that it's old is already on a sheet over here.
It's actually all on your sheet and animated already, if you believe it or not.
Maldron, since I'm taking the rod, I want to give you that pearl power we had.
Oh yeah.
To
what
even
is
things
that
up
item?
a little bit.
Yeah, what's that item's called? Again, just pearl power.
Just pearl of power. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll like
Just
that
take
one.
an act. Yeah, just take an action to gain a spell slot back, like third or below. Oh yeah, it's great. I'm taking the rod. You're the wand. You can have that.
So Foundry handles lights a lot better. It also handles vision a lot better. You can see that Hue right here has a light source on him, and that's why you get color. But if Hue moves, if Hue moves away.
Dang, the lighting in this is amazing. Because on Roll20, it's
Hot
horrendously
fucking garbage.
bad.
Now I'm about to make you shit your pants. Go ahead and walk up some of these stairs.
Yeah, I don't. I run my game on Roll20 because I don't really have the time to set up. I don't have the time to set up Foundry and stuff.
You just went
So,
upstairs.
I don't deal with the lighting and stuff at all because it's too much effort for shitty stuff.
And in fact, while you're up here, you can actually see who's down below you on the map below in real time.
Insane. Damn. If that group ever gets back together, I'm going to tell them we're playing on this.
It's so worth it, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty sick. And that made me even more excited to play. That's cool.
Immersion's
Wait until he does the spells.
Yeah, spells and stuff are effects.
It's just that little je ne sais quoi, that, like I said, that table vibe more than anything. But this is kind of where they're at right now. They've been on this long road of adventuring. They've got like this doomsday prophecy about some Duragar that are going to destroy Icewind Dale going on. They've uncovered plots where Duragar are actively in cities, sabotaging or setting up things. And circling back to the intro, talking about the light problem with them not having sunlight. Daylight only exists in Icewind Dale from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. due to the weather effects going on. So it's dark 20 hours out of the day otherwise.
Yeesh.
So very Strahd-esque in its setup.
Yes.
It's hard to get in and out. The weather is killing people here. Towns are literally sacrificing people to try and appease Ariel, or sacrificing goods to try to win favor with her to the animals, or even food or warmth, or no respite seems forthcoming. But the way we're kind of working this is our intrepid adventurers, after a long sprint of questing, has come to kind of open up their inn here. It's a day of celebration. We've worked real hard. I don't know if y'all want to kind of get into character and pat yourselves on the back for getting through chapter 1 here of all the crazy shit you did. But I'm going to find some ambience real quick to kind of set the mood.
I just can't get over this lighting. That is just, I mean, honestly, like you can see it out the windows.
And it moves smoothly at that. There's actually
That's
people
insane.
in here that they've taken the 2D rendering, because it's all Java, and they've made a 3D render out of it where you can literally play on like a 3D board now. And
Ooh.
the kicker is he made it more efficient than the 2D, so it like draws better than what's on your screen right now.
Well, yeah, and if you go somewhere too that there's like no light with dark vision, it'll be black and white. Since like it's
I know, that's what I was kind of
is,
figuring out.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, so you actually have true dark vision in this, where people, unlike Roll20 where you just have the lights on and off, you have actual dark vision, and then lights vision.
Yeah.
But it's a day of celebration more than anything. You guys probably come in. We've got a bit of the staff from Cara Denival that you guys kind of pitched in and rescued. That would be here and waiting. You guys they found out this fantastic cauldron out there that it's extremely valuable. It basically holds 30 gallons of water, or you put 30 gallons of water in it and stir it for a minute, and it turns into, 120 portions of soup.
Holy shit.
And it can do that 3 times a day.
Yeah, it's basically just free food for the inn forever.
Forever.
So it's extremely rare, valuable item. It's unique to the Icewind Dale setting, and it's one of those. It's like a double-edged sword. They have basically no overhead for this inn right now, as it stands opening, and but if people find out they've got a cauldron that makes magic soup out of thin air, it'll be like World War III over it.
Company secret, man. Just company secret. Don't say anything.
But also
awesome.
us getting it probably cost us another treasure because we killed the lady and then the ghost didn't help us. So.
Decisions. I need to make sure I've got you guys all open.
Does it make different kind of soups? Is it only one kind of soup?
It is a hearty soup that contains carrots, celery, potatoes, and what did I say? Onions. So it's like a good vegetable base.
Yeah, you can just make some chicken on the side, throw it in there for a little upcharge.
If only. Most people will survive off what they call knucklebone trout, which are like these 6 to 10 foot long fish that they fish out. They're often known for pulling people in the water and drowning them. They can be something like 60 to 100 pounds, and it's at most 10 towners knows about 40 different ways to prepare it. So that's usually the main staple food around here. Everything else is pretty much luxury. Game meats, small game, elk, things like that are more of a primary or a luxury. But gosh, I was trying to get to that. I'm about to put a bot in here, and this bot is named Hydra. And when Hydra comes in, it comes at 100% volume. So, Logan, you're gonna want to bring up Discord, go to our session voice chat, and be ready to right-click it and bump it down to about 20 or so.
Sweet.
Good, chill in. I think you guys are in kind of hard anticipation of your you take your turns in the beds here. You're ready for opening day on the actual 14th here. There is a calendar that's always going. If you look in the left-hand side, you have an icon, probably in the right-hand menu, called SC.
Mhm.
And in SC, that is a true-to-form calendar for Faerun, complete with moon cycles. You can also add notes to it if you want to keep a journal in there. It's a great way to keep notes organized. But if you ever want to know what time it is, that will tell you exactly what time and what day we're on.
Oh, yeah.
And they've been going for roughly about, I guess this would be 14 days now, total.
And we do have somewhere to be on a certain moon cycle.
That's right. We have to
Too.
go back there.
Maybe. We're not entirely sure. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll get into more of the goodies here as we go. But it's opening day. It's time for you guys to celebrate. We've probably got our lovable speaker, which a speaker is like a mayor in one of the 10 towns. There are 10 speakers. They all meet up at the end of the month and get together to bitch about fishing rights, basically. But the local speaker in this town is a lovable, matronly figure named Noonsy Huddle that's real fond of baking. So, of course, you have she's kind of like an anime old lady, in a sense. She seems real sweet, and as soon as she's like down to brass tacks, she turns into a war general. So she'd be in tow with her 4 younglings today. Maybe have some interest from the people in Tourmaline. Probably have Copper Knobberknocker and Mishan over in Bryn Shander from the Temple of the Morning Lord. Maybe even Danica Greysteel, the one with the Chingo quest initially.
Yeah.
But a lot of old friends and a lot of hype, especially given our our propaganda quest to make the end famous beforehand.
We put out a lot of flyers.
You did. So
This brought back a lot of really bad memories when I was in high school and I was in a band, and I had to go to like Hot Topic to hand out flyers for local shows. I just brought back some crazy memories there.
I worked at a Hot Topic during high school, so you just invoked that pretty hard.
Yeesh.
I mean, we only had like 20, 30, but we dropped them off in like every like tavern and stuff in like basically every city in 10 towns. So
Lonelywood has an out and in. People always love a fresh little watering hole that's worth it.
yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
pretty much everyone in 10 towns would be aware we were getting ready to open.
That's probably where tying in your character, the scene here, if it's about midday. And these guys have been like almost infamous for the past week and a half going across 10 towns here. If you have any kind of inclination and an ear to the ground, you know they're the ones to kind of seek out at the moment and get into adventuring if you're so inclined. I like to think it's probably about noon, 1 o'clock when you make your way into the inn here, Samson? Are we still calling it the Ramshackle, guys?
I mean, we never really decided.
Yeah, first we were
I
gonna go
still
for
think
the
we should do
moose.
Yeah, I still think we should
Yeah,
do like white moose. I mean, we mounted the moose head to put it in here, so like,
White Moose Inn?
Yeah,
like I feel like the white moose is what makes sense.
those are pretty much.
Yeah, I
our
think that I'm down with that
first
too.
quest.
Like we have a giant white moose head mounted in here, like tie it in somehow, you know?
Yeah, that was their little initial quest here. It's kind of fun. They got baited into helping Lonelywood with the reward of a house, and then the speaker wound up taking their money and flipping it into labor for the town to work by having the inn picked up, and then got another 100 gold on top of that.
Yeah.
And Nimsy's she's playing a little 4D chest, but it seems to have worked out in their favor.
Wait, so I'm walking into this tavern. Correct.
Fresh first opening day. They've got a. I don't know. What do y'all do with the kobolds?
Are they customers or they're more like
I'm
running
forgetting where
amok? I don't remember.
We got the kobold somewhere, didn't we? We got them.
I think y'all took them from the mine, didn't you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they were
Yeah, that was a
workers.
These
Yeah,
kobold
yeah.
workers?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. They've been just here building the whole time.
Should be keep us good.
Oh.
Scrub.
I mean, you all did a good job getting it ready.
Should we do a good job eating soup?
I mean, you can eat soup if you want. Just don't eat all of it.
No, we make big pot.
What do we need them to do when we're not here? Should they just like
We need whole.
cook and stuff?
I mean, they should.
Need brood. Dead. You may have to throw in for a kobold hole.
Yeah, I mean, we could give them a room somewhere.
Yeah, remember to, with the opening of this chapter, I just turned this on for you as well. Sorry, I'm still getting names here, Samson. In the Discord server, there's a downtime portion that's opened up to you. So this is just a base building. You guys can add on to it. You can take downtime here to take a break between adventuring and kind of go out and poke around, develop your character more if that's y'all's thing. Don't really have to do it unless you just really want to, but you can add rooms onto here. You can get functions out of those rooms. Probably one of the most interesting things is that you can get yourself a merchant if you're interested. You have to throw a little monetary bit in there. You know, he's got to have a shop. He's got to have an apartment on the second floor. But if you do the provisions and go to get approval for the license, you can technically have someone that's going out and fetching goods for you through, they call it Revel's End. It's really the only way in and out of here, and being property owners, you probably would have had some kind of advert or messenger coming by opening this service, or at least a bridge to it. Revel's End is the equivalent of Alcatraz for Faerun, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean.
I don't think we have a lot of. I don't think we have any money to do much right now. We haven't. Most of our.
Oh no, this is more seeding than anything.
Yeah.
This is me
Yeah,
playing DM long games here.
Most of our quests didn't give us. Well, a few of the beginning quests gave us gold, but then we immediately had to spend it for the for this,
Good
and then the rest of them we kept getting items and stuff. So.
Trust you. There are opportunities here where you guys.
I'm not worried about it. So like right now, we're pretty much if we're doing downtime stuff, it's gonna be more like personal downtime, not building downtimes.
I wanted that statue and that fucking frozen lake to build a bathhouse for it.
So that's still a plausibility.
I
This is
know.
Revel's End right here, and basically, you can see there's a dock towards the south. It's actually one of the few ways in and out of Icewind Dale right now, but you do have to take it through their fortress, so to speak. Where are you familiar with the Lord's Alliance? Everyone here? It's kind of like a banding of all the major cities in the Sword Coast that work together to thwart evil.
Yeah.
This is run by them, and only the most dangerous and broken of people go here. So it's literally Alcatraz. But you get word you can go get a license, get a merchant to be able to go through in and out of there, and be able to tack that on.
Yeah.
So Samson, you've made it in here.
Sweet. Kind of dusting. I'm assuming some of the snow had, been snowing and whatnot. Kind of dusting myself off. Looking around. I see, 3 kobolds running around this place?
Just a smattering of different types of people, including 3 kobolds. There's a ghost somewhere around here. He seems to have been really quiet, though, ever since the inn got repaired.
A lively place here. Looking around, wherever I can get a drink first and foremost, that's where I'd be headed. Off the flight.
I think at this point, Maldra would be so excited. The Count, look! Our first customer! Kobolds, serve him, or whatever the fuck we do. Greetings!
Hello. It's a pleasure.
Prostelize themselves towards you.
Yeah, why we serve? He no dragon.
No, get him a drink.
Oh, that not serve. That can't drink.
Serve him a beverage.
Serve beverage?
Yeah, ask him what he wants to drink. Does he want drink, soup?
What you want?
Well, I would love some soup if that's on the table, please.
He says soup
and a drink.
And a drink.
Ale, whatever.
Whatever.
Okay, go in the kitchen, get soup and a drink, and bring it back.
Okay, we go get.
Sit down at the table.
Maldron, I think.
Maldron will watch the kobold, make sure he doesn't fucking spit in the drink because he says he was only going to serve dragon. I want to make sure he's doing his job right.
I'll hit in your head, Maldron. I'll be like, maybe the kobolds should just cook. Somebody else could be the waiter.
He goes over and starts pouring from the keg. His little hand shaking as it gets towards the top.
Drink. Here, drink.
Yeah, just give it to me.
No.
He already took.
Oh shit.
He's got it like clasped by the I'm a bartender and I know the word. I can't even think of it right now. By the handle of the tankard, both his arms, and it's just kind of shaking in front of you a little bit.
Here, you drink.
Thank you. Doesn't even check to see if a kobold might have spit in this drink.
Okay,
just starts drinking the drink. I got bigger things to worry about than kobolds spitting in drinks.
He says, okay, I make soup.
He runs towards the front door.
The front soup.
Watch this kobold run by. Huh.
You see him through the windows in the front. He seems to be picking up a bunch of snow off the ground.
Oh fuck.
Oh, he's getting water to make the soup.
He comes back. There's like leaves and twigs in it.
Oh,
Soup,
shit.
soup, soup, soup.
I'll stop the kobold
No.
and I'm like, hold on. I'll try to brush as much leaves and take out as much twigs as possible. Obviously, I'm not gonna put my whole hand in there. It's like, oh fuck it, it's good enough. At least we'll have some garnish, right?
Wait, I'll come back and in theory, prestidigitation can take care of some of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have that.
He's like, soup, 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 soup.
Goes in. Throws the first wad into there.
Some more
Yeah.
soup, 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 soup.
Did I see this kobold running by, grabbing snow, yelling soup as he runs by?
Probably. He looks like,
Scorn, flip, get soup. Okay. Yeah, I come.
I'll just be like, okay, Motto, maybe they can't even cook. Maybe we need something else for them to do.
Can they make beds? Or is that a little
mean,
too
if-
much?
Maybe they can like collect firewood or something.
Oh, interior. Mop
that could just,
floors
like,
and all
be-
that.
Like that could just be their job, is like collect firewood. And I would say security, but I don't want them to like attack somebody for no reason.
you're all coming back with 3 wads of snow between them all.
I'll just kind of like press the digitation as they walk by.
It's cold soup coming through.
Yeah, like I don't want to say they're security, because then if we tell them like they can like attack people if they do something wrong, they might just attack people for the hell of it, saying they did something wrong.
Oh,
Or they're kobolds and they might think something wrong is different than what we think is wrong.
yeah. That would be a little weird. See, the thing is, I think we should have made a back door so they don't have kobolds going in and out, grabbing twigs and shit, going in the kitchen. Then people might start asking questions about how we cook our food.
Yeah, there should probably be a back door anyway, just because, like, I don't know, fire safety or something.
Ocean's gonna come by.
Hey, you two help. We get soup.
Where the fuck are they going?
They're going to get soup. Apparently, Rowan is manual labor guy now.
Hey, I don't want to tell you how to run your business, but is that my soup?
It's getting clean. Don't worry.
100%
You know what?
sanitized.
No soup.
Soup, soup,
I'm
soup,
okay.
soup.
No soup for me.
It's a magical. There's some magic involved, so like any like germs and stuff will be gone. Just the heating process in general usually gets rid of germs too. So
Hey, buddy. I don't think I want
got,
your magic soup.
yeah,
This
Nakum suddenly got much smarter than he should have been.
magic soup. I'll take another drink. That's no magic soup for me. Thank you.
It comes free with the drink.
Well, okay. Well, I won't turn down free soup then. But I will take another drink, please.
Within a minute or two of the last snow piles going into the kitchen, the kobold brings out this steaming hot bowl of soup that's chock full of carrots and celery and onions and potatoes.
I'll just be like, see, clearly that cold wouldn't have turned into this hot soup that quick. So it's obviously it's actually good and clean soup.
It's good. You eat.
He kind of picks up a spoon and goes,
Here come dragon.
Okay, that's enough. You've given it to him. Your job is done.
Oh, sorry.
Go collect firewood.
Okay.
The idea of this like 3 foot tall kobold feeding this mountain of a man soup.
Here come big dragon. Ah!
Yeah, we definitely need to find something for the kobold that isn't this.
Yeah. I think what
Maybe
we
there's
should
something-
do is have them at night when the bars close, grab a barrel full of snow, have them wheel it in, and then go from there and have them take all the twigs out.
Well, I don't. Again, I don't want to tell you how to run your business, but maybe just some water. No, I mean, no twigs.
Yeah, we probably should.
I mean,
just
this is
get
great
water.
soup.
We probably should just figure out a way to get water here that's not snow.
Again, don't want to tell you how to run your business.
Jesus
I mean, we
Christ.
probably just need to get somebody to like work here that's like more intelligent than a kobold is. It comes down to.
Well, whatever you do, don't call the food inspector, okay? Do that a favor for us. It's our opening day, man.
I mean, clearly that hot soup is not the dirty snow. Like, it would not have been that hot that fast. So clearly, this is all a show.
Again, I don't want to tell you how to run your business. I'm just saying some people probably won't be as understanding. So if you already had the water back there, then the soup comes out, no questions asked. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah,
I get what he's saying. I think what he's trying to say is, okay, look, buddy, the drink's free. Just don't fucking splurt out anyone that we putting twigs in our soup, okay? We good here?
I mean, it may not be an uncommon practice around here.
Okay, to be fair, they're all kind of whispered into Modern and Tarek and be like, to be fair, like, there was probably still some twigs in that snow, and I'm pretty sure the magic cauldron will just kind of like take care of that.
You see a facepalm on fucking Maldron's face. Oh fuck.
Like, I'm pretty sure the cauldron deals with that though.
I don't know, Samson. Would you roll me a d20? You can do that by in the lower right-hand corner of Foundry. There's a dice tray, and you just click the d20 next to the double dice and hit roll.
7.
You find it's like a solitary stick or twig in there.
Well, see, like I said, like prestige gets rid of dirt, not sticks.
Oh god damn it.
Hey, I'm gonna keep this between us. I do expect free beer the next 2-3 times I come in. Well, I'm gonna tell everyone about your stick soup.
I think, gentlemen, we're getting blackmailed here.
I think that's probably
I'm
fine.
just playing
honestly.
with you. It's fine. It's good soup. It's good soup. Just
You know, in
less
some
sticks.
places,
I
in
like
some
how we-
places, people pay extra money for sticks.
I like how we're yelling
Whoa.
fucking across the bar.
I'm not even tall enough to see over the bar, so
We're on fucking step stools, dude. That's what we're dealing with.
It's probably like a raised platform underneath, so at least Nikhil, Maldron, and Tariq can like get behind there and serve.
yeah, like I'm fucking 3 feet tall. Like,
It's your little booster seats for the
Step
owners.
off the fucking step stool, walk over the table where this giant man eating stick soup, and go, you know what, buddy? You're pretty funny. My name is Maldron. What's yours?
Hampton Bjornstein. It's a pleasure. What was? Can you say your name one more time? I'm a face person, not a name person. You know.
Oh, sorry. Am I a little too low for the table? Hold on. I'll try to grab something like a bowl or something or a pot to sit up. Now can you see my face? My name's Maldron Sternhart.
To memory, Maldron. It's a
Maldron.
pleasure. The dwarf, correct?
Yeah, I am a dwarf.
Okay, no, in
You know-
Dwarvish,
Uh-huh.
I'll say it's well met. And if you're kind of like looking at me, you'll notice on his arms has some almost like dwarvish looking geometric tattoos. And dwarvish, I say it's well met. It's always good to see. And then I go back to common. Is this your place? It's a beautiful place.
Yes,
That's open, right?
It's our place. Yes. Let
What
me
is
ask
the-
you. Nice tattoos you got, and another thing. Usually we don't get guests around here. This is our actually opening day, and where'd you come from anyway? I came from Neverwinter. Nikhil, where'd you come from?
Places? Oh, well, a lot of places. Originally Neverwinter.
We don't usually ask questions. Usually he's kind of the, I would say, the special one of the group.
I was born in Neverwinter, if that helps.
Oh, okay. And then
Where the hell? I try to turn around and.
oh, Tarek, come over here. Meet Samson.
Samson, it's a pleasure. Welcome to our lovely establishment.
Your name for me one time, Tarek
Tarek Wildbrush, at your service, sir.
Samson. Like leaning over the table to look at both of y'all. It's good to see. This is I actually never figured out where I would be from. Probably somewhere where there's a lot of dwarves.
It's a Dwarven Valley here that's possible that has tied into previously with the camp or different campaigns, but it has a pretty heavy shield dwarf presence here.
Sweet. Yeah, I would be from wherever that's at. Yeah, I came up here a while ago. Looking for some job. I'm a smith. Not a great one, but I'm trying to be better. Came up here looking for work and then realized this place kind of sucked.
Yeah, it's cold and dark.
Yeah. I got some bad information, some bad leads that led me up here, and well, now I'm here. So, just trying to get by, as one does.
Well,
So,
you're looking
you'll
for a
ever
job.
need.
I mean, you could have, been on a ship that wrecked and got stuck here. I've heard of people that happened to.
Well, that just sounds miserable.
It is.
I mean, if y'all have some work and you're hiring, I wouldn't be opposed to doing. I'm pretty sure I could run a drink a little better than these kobolds could.
Fuck.
I don't want to be rude, but
Yeah,
I
think we're gonna reallocate our resources with the kobolds.
I think.
they
Go
could be good guards at night. They could patrol.
Yeah, I'm kind of just concerned about them attacking people for not normal reasons.
I think as this conversation is going on, I had to don't mind the wonky eye on this image. It's an AI generation. The little copper knobberknocker looking like a little teddy bear comes over here to Tarek, and he's like,
Excuse me, Mr. Tarek, can I talk to you?
Yes, of course.
pulls you off to the side here.
So I was wondering if you'd be willing to do me a bit of a favor, considering how close you are to proximity here. I have a bit of a friend that is staying not too far from here, in a location they call the Black Cabin. It's a rather desolate place that is very good for solitude, and Macradius was researching some kind of device to control the weather. I haven't heard from him in some time, and quite frankly, we had a bit of a spat the last time I ran into him. I was wondering if you would be willing to take this care package to him and say that he's all right at the Black Cabin at your convenience.
I think my friends and I would be willing to check in on him. Of course, we don't necessarily do everything for free, so we have something in mind.
Certainly, I understand that, but from what I garner, you're looking for some kind of way to end this winter, and Macratius was on the verge of some kind of discovery. Perhaps think he, perhaps he stumbled onto something.
Well, that definitely would be worth a trip, I think. I can talk to my companions here, and maybe you have some information on this location, where we could find him.
Yeah, certainly.
Kind of referencing. Oops, let me clean up our map here. Just going to reference the Black Cabin on your map.
Black Cabin? Where? Oh, up there.
Telling you, it kind of looks over like a cliff, explicitly referring to this mound right here. So it's not too far from Lonelywood. It's rather in proximity.
Where, just to get some bearings, where was the druid place?
The druid place was inside the kind of creepy woods of Lonelywood.
Okay, so it's farther than up there. Okay. Alright. So in theory we could pass by there if we're at the right moon cycle.
Yeah, so I'll relay to our friend here that I'll bring it up with my companions, and I'm sure we'll have a chance to check out the Black Cabin and see if he's there. You can leave the care package with us. We'll take care of it.
It's fantastic. It's a great book he's been meaning to read, a little bit of wine he's fond of, and some cheese. Macratius loves cheese.
What can you tell me a little bit more about Macratius?
Certainly. What would you like to know?
Who is he? How long has he been at the Black Cabin researching the weather?
At least over a year at this point. He's trying to invent a device that will allow him to redirect the energy around Icewind Dale into something more wholly positive and, by the Morning Lord's blessing, sunny, hopefully.
Is he building a machine to do this? Is he master of the arcane?
He had a bit, well, that too, but he had a bit of an apparatus, something that fell from the sky that he was trying to harness about this energy. However, when he insulted my cooking, I simply couldn't bear him any longer, and I left forthwith to escape to comfort in a warm bed. It was my mother's recipe.
It looks rather perturbed, like caught in a rock in a hard place.
I'm sure he didn't mean it personally. You know, sometimes you get busy working on important tasks such as his and lose track of the more civil engagements with those around you.
I do hope he has learned to apologize. I'd go check out on himself, but you'll tell me how he is then.
Yes, of course. What was your name again, my friend?
Copper Nabanaker.
What a good name.
All right, Mr. Nabernacker, you can we'll check him out, and we'll come find. Where are you staying here?
I stay with Mishan at the Temple of the Thunder of the Morning Lord in Bryn Shander. Mishan kind of eyes him. Says, Amateur. Kind of staring daggers. I would not have you sully his name in this house. It's been kind of an ongoing feud. These two basically worship the same deity under different names and often come to blows over who's actually worshipping the Morning Lord. One being Lathander and the other one being like an older version called Amateur, I think is how you say it. I can't remember. Emanator or something like that. I'd have to find a reference.
Okay.
Yeah, Emanator.
So upon our return, we should look for you in Bryn Shander?
So absolutely.
Okay.
So I'll take the care package and thank Mr. Knobberknocker and go relay all this.
No, thank you for the hospitality. Quite a lovely place you have here. I'll be back.
Thank you. Feel free to order some soup or beverage of your choice, my friend.
Absolutely.
Kind of saunters off in his little teddy bear costume here and gets himself a drink and some soup.
And I'll go back over to Maldron and Mikkel and Samson and relay that we have a potential job if we are interested in taking a trip a little out to the north end of the Lonely Wood.
Oh, Samson, I guess you're in luck. Guess we got a job here. See, bartending isn't our only source of income. We actually go around and get in other people's business, if you know what I mean.
Take care of other people's business.
Part of me feels like I should ask a follow-up question, but part of me wants to just kind of figure out what that means, getting in other people's business. So, yeah, I'll come along for this if I can.
Excellent. Where did did Ronan and Hugh go out to still get firewood still? Did we leave him a note saying to watch over the bar?
This is taking place in the bar. I'm assuming at the very least y'all would want to hang out for one day in your bar, and then we'll press on with any adventure that sounds nice at the end of that.
Yeah, at least make sure the opening day, goes well.
Because I'd have to go get my stuff, go get my big jacket, get a little hat.
Yeah, that's when you run a character in Icewind Dale, you start with something called cold weather clothing that basically prevents hypothermia. And take care of it and don't get it wet, because if you ever do, I'm gonna start making you make exhaustion checks every hour, while exposed at least.
Well,
It's usually multi-layered garment, because roughly in Icewind Dale it's normally about -40 outside, and it's even colder as soon as the light goes out.
Oh, thank goodness I took some proficiency in survival. That might pay off for something.
But
I was going to take something dumb like performance or something. Whew.
I think Rajin, if he is currently not playing anymore, he would always be able to point you to his spaceship if y'all were ever interested in that.
Spaceship? I forgot about it.
Apparently Rajin is from another planet that crashed here, and he could always show you or point you in the direction of where this spaceship crashed, if you believe him.
Yeah, Rajin has told me that he's from another planet when he initially realized that I wasn't, like, alive.
That's a little bit of a curiosity you guys can look into. Who wants to be, kind of as the day goes on and we start thinking about adventuring and moving into the next day, we have to have a good opening day here, right? Somebody want to give me like 2d20?
Each of us, or just one of us?
Just one, if y'all like somebody.
Who's got the... Actually, Samson, lucky roll for us. Why don't you do that?
So just like you did before, you go to the dice tray, click the d20 twice, and then hit roll.
All right.
42 gold is not a bad intake for the first day, so...
Hey, there we go.
I'm busting my butt. I got like a little apron on, and I rolled up my sleeves.
Got some
So,
flour
it's
on
just-
the face.
It's just guns. It's just I'm serving looks as I'm serving soup. I'm calling everyone boss. Like, hey, how you doing today, boss? Like, yeah, I'm making y'all money. What is this place called again? The Moose Knuckle? What do we call it, boss?
The White
The
Moose.
White Moose?
The white moose knuckle in.
The minute y'all said White Moose, I said, ooh, I'm gonna make a Moose Knuckle joke. I can't wait.
The first variation of this inn was the white moose knuckle in.
Oh yeah, 42 gold. That's for y'all.
Alright, I do have a question for everybody. I know we have our party loot thing. I feel like we haven't done a good job keeping up with stuff like that. Do we want to just start splitting money up? And I'm used to generally we split stuff up and then everybody's just pretty generous in helping each other out when we want to buy shit.
That works as well.
If that's how you all want to do things, or do we want to keep up with the party loot thing?
I think one person should be in charge of that kind of stuff, like your banker. Like, this is how much gold we have. These are our magic items. I don't mind being that person because I like taking notes.
I mean, I'm fine with that too. I just doing it that way worries me. You get to a point where, like, if people don't actually have their own money, if there's ever a point where I'm like, where like somebody's like, I want to buy this, and the party's like, but you don't really need that, and we don't want to spend money on it. It gets kind of iffy at that point, you know, like.
No,
if we just consistently split money, then like you do have your own money. It's just like, I mean, at least me, like I'm pretty generous. Like, hey, you need an extra 100 to buy an item, sure, take it, whatever, you know. Like,
I spend real money like it's not real. So in D&D, I'll spend fake money like it's fucking not real.
I just don't want to get in a situation for anybody. Like, if we have a banker that like one person goes, I want this item that like nobody else thinks they need, and then nobody wants to spend 500 gold on it or something, and that person just can't get what they want, and that's it. You know, like it's.
I get it. I mean, I'm down to split gold. I'm
fine either way. Like we do have a party loot. We do have a party loot thing in the like notes part, but we've done a really bad job of keeping up with stuff on it.
Well, we've been keeping group notes. I think that's what we've been doing, and then we're like, okay, split the money, and then there you go.
Yeah. I think we haven't done the best job keeping up with that. So like, I don't know. To me, I think if we just split money as we get it.
So it'll be 10.5 gold. So 10 gold, 5 silver. If you want to do that.
You always want to update that on D&D Beyond. Whenever I pull something into Foundry, it's a carbon copy of whatever I'm pulling off of D&D Beyond. So if it doesn't get updated there, it won't appear on your sheet in Foundry when I pull them in for imports.
Hey, real quick question, just because I've never had anyone to ask ever. What is EP? It's gold piece.
No one uses that. Don't worry about it.
It's Electrum. It's 5 silver pieces.
It's an odd combo. You only really see it. The only time I've really ever seen it is Strahd.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
well,
use a
that's
lot
where
of
I
Strahd
see
if you
it.
want to use it, but it just confuses players more than anything.
Yeah.
What's funny in Strahd is there's really nothing you can spend money on because everything's so expensive. Everything's
There's
been
very
inflated.
much, like, this is written very much the same way. It gives players a shit ton of gold and absolutely nothing to spend it on because it tells you
Spend it
magic
on.
items, like, don't exist here, basically.
Yeah, so it's
Electrum is 5 silver pieces. It's supposed to be. It's like a blue tinted like metal.
I eventually just had random traveling merchants stumble into the realm to at least give them something to spend money on because I'm just like, because it's some of their first time playing D&D and I'm like, you're missing like a whole big experience is going and spending fake money.
The shopping trips can be epic.
I love shopping in D&D because it's not fucking real, so I don't have anxiety over it.
Yeah, one of the Strahd games I joined on Start Playing, he had a magic shop that he put in I think Valaki. I think it was in Valaki, but like you got like a big discount if you like got like a huge discount, but you had to like make a deal with the owner that you would like advertise his shop everywhere you went. And then I didn't play long enough to find out like what was going to happen if we didn't do that, because we weren't really doing that. So at some point that had to come back and bite us in the ass. I don't know how. I don't know how that was.
Strahd.
Like I don't know how that was going to happen, but like something bad was going to come from that. And, yeah, cause,
So I think.
cause going to shops and like being like, yeah, that magic item looks cool is a big part of D&D in my opinion. Like,
Definitely, you got to give them fun toys to play with. So it's like early the next day. Y'all had like a really resounding great day, and I have you guys like basically a group room on the top floor in the northern wing. It has I think 7 beds in it, so it'll sleep most adventuring parties. But that's gonna y'all space to bunk out. Wake up the next day feeling nice and refreshed. We're gonna perhaps go look into this this black cabin bit, and as you come downstairs, there's already a bit of a crowd in here. There's a red-headed halfling that's wearing a pointed brimmed cap with a feather in it, and as he's getting real drunk, even this early in the morning, must have been at it all night. He kind of points as y'all are coming downstairs and says, "Ah, it's the lot of them now. The owners of this place, they will be putting me up for a week after I beat them to kill that red yeti. Have you finally come down to take my offer, boys?"
what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? My name's Tilbor Tafarak, and I'm a hunter extraordinaire. As he kind of saunters up, and you can see he's got a few traps across his waist and across his back here. And I've come here to issue a challenge to ye lot.
Okay.
There'll be a red yeti, last seen apparently over by Garconic, heading east. Thing's been terrorizing people, stained red with the blood of humans. It's gone and ripped asunder, straight from villages. And I say to you all, I will kill this red yeti before you do, and I'm gonna come and hang its pelt on this beautiful wall here. And when I do, you're gonna be putting me up for a 10-day. All the food and drink you can give old Tilbor here. If you wind up getting the red yeti before me, though, obviously, a gentleman's wager. He throws down a large sack of coins onto the table. I'd be giving you 300 gold if you get ahead of me on this. What do you say, boys? You want a little race?
Like the
Insight check on this dude.
Absolutely.
yeah. Can I? I'm also. Can I insight this man? Because that's.
We can say
This is a
you two are working
this is
together.
like
We'll let one of y'all roll an advantage here.
This is like a very interesting way to like give somebody a job. Like,
Yeah.
This place is great. Can't be waiting to stay here for a week for free.
Do you want me to roll insight, or Samson, do you want to roll separate?
Let me roll separate on this one.
I'm gonna hit Modern. I'm gonna hit you up too and be like, is it worth checking this guy's head out?
I mean, hey friend, what makes you think
You would-
this red
you-
yeti
you would know.
exists?
That you would know that's a spell slot is what I'm saying. Like it's.
She ain't heard the news, I guess. She ain't been hanging around the Caer Konig for a while. So recently been coming in. They lost a pack of explorers out that way. Saw a red yeti. They're just towing them asunder, walking away from the scene. But they called on old Tilbor here, and I guarantee him a kill.
I want to check. Caer Konig is the one at the top, not the devil one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So, real quick. So you got a job, and then you stopped in here to challenge us on the job that you got?
Yeah, that's what
Am I supposed to get the crowd involved? Everyone
do a
loves
lot.
a good bar race, and I plan to go to every bar in between here and Caer Konig and tell them about it.
So you really want someone to beat you to it?
Oh, you're not going to beat me to him. I'm the best tracker on all the lands.
Well, I mean, if we left right now and went and got it, like we'd be done before you even got there. If you're going to go to every,
You wouldn't
you're gonna
find
go to every
hair of the
tavern.
Yeti in that time.
I mean, if you're going to go to every tavern on the way there, that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Maybe the important ones.
I mean,
Targos, Brigenda. I had to come see this one.
you see the big moose on the head. Like clearly, we know what we're doing, right?
That's a moose. It's a big dumb bully. Something different when you're fighting a Yeti that can rip a man in half.
I mean, this moose could talk, so it was
I mean,
pretty
I've seen
special.
some pretty gruesome moose
I've
attacks.
never heard anything about a talking moose. Sounds preposterous. I think
You
you're
have
talking
now.
out your arse.
I'm gonna lean over to Tark.
Tark, is it true Yetis can turn red?
Tark has probably never heard of a red yeti.
None I've ever seen.
Hey, fellow, you know who this man sitting next to me is? He is Tarlik Wildbush. A man grew up with Yetis. And he's telling me he's never seen a red Yeti before. So, what do you say to
Excuse
that?
me, your name is Maldron, yeah? Are you saying that dragons don't exist just because you ain't never seen them?
No, I believe fucking dragons exist. Why do you think we have kobolds around here?
Fair point. But still, the sentiment remains. You don't have to see something to believe in it. And
I just told you there was a talking moose, and you said it wasn't real, but just because you hadn't seen it.
oh, tit for tat, young man.
I mean, I figure we can probably take you up on this deal. We had another job we're trying to do, so it might be a little unfair advantage of you getting there first. But
You were complaining about me stopping at all the taverns. It seems like you're just trying to get a leg up at this point.
well,
Do we have a deal or not?
I was just letting you know it was bad strategy on your part. But like, I'm saying
That's
now
strange.
that like, I don't know if a race against you is priority against our other
That's the gist of it.
or other things.
I'm sorry. I'm here to issue a challenge, not to be your schedule keeper.
I mean,
So,
mean,
do we have a deal or not, gentlemen? I'd hate to tell all the ends that you wussed out.
I'm fine with taking the deal. I don't think we have anything to lose here.
team meeting real quick. Team meeting. And I take a knee to get down to their level.
Oh god damn.
I put both my arms as my wingspan is enough to bring all three of you in really close. Like, okay. So like, how much does it cost to make soup? And how much does a drink cost? Because like, I want to win because I want a pelt to look at because that sounds great. But if we lose, is it a big deal?
Okay, so as we said before, the soup is a little bit magical and it doesn't cost anything.
I mean, I'll just say,
Honestly, The mead, we don't really know how much that costs because we currently, I'm pretty sure we got this part for free, right? So, like, we don't really know until our next shipment.
You supplied the laborers, didn't you? You invested in stills?
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah, the meat's free then.
okay, so we don't, so really all we'd be losing is, like, the cost of a room for a week.
It's a lot, though.
I mean,
I lift up and look back at him. I said, "Wait, if we lose, does the pelt still get hung up here?"
I'm gonna put the pelt on the wall as I sit and drink for 10 days for free around here.
Tark,
Yeah, after that 10 days. After that 10 days.
After the 10.
I'm not taking the pelt with me, no.
So you're
A constant reminder of the hero, Milbor Tafarak, and his trapping skills in here.
Okay, so either way, you're giving us a huge free help
This is
to
a win-win,
play in our
guys.
tavern forever.
But the thing is, this guy's pissing me off. A rich prick coming in here. He just wants fucking clout.
Amazing
Okay,
how many
well-
people stumble upon what you're digging at right here, Nikel, and still hate this guy.
Okay, well, did the guy last night say that this was a big hurry? Or could we go to Karakonic first?
No,
you,
he's
you guys could do whatever you'd like. In the
Well, I
grand
know we
scheme
could.
of-
Yeah,
grand
I
scheme-
know we could. I'm asking Tarek, though. Like,
he wasn't in a hurry, but I mean, I think
the
Tark.
thing is, Karakonic is a ways away. Like, it's going to take us a while to get there and a while to get back. Like,
I mean, Yeti important to me, and random hunting of them I'm not down with. So I would like to check it out because if there's really a dangerous Yeti, I'd want to try and do something about it. But just hunting them is not okay with me. But obviously, if it's a danger to the people of 10 towns, we have to do something about it.
well, then let's just go take care of this first, and then we can have the pelt and 300 gold. And then we can come
Sounds
back
like a-
for the cabin.
It's like a noble plan to make sure this Yeti could maybe be saved. I like this. Mind you, we're still in this team huddle.
I'll say
so I'm
also,
gonna
not good.
go ahead.
I'll say also before we leave, what if we since apparently people are going to come to us, what if we put up a corkboard on the wall that people can write down what they want us to do and just leave it for us?
Oh, like
That
an
way,
inbox.
if we're not here, they can
Job
that way if
board?
we're not, yeah, that way if we're not here, they can still give it to us.
Suggestions box.
I don't
You
like
could also just have the proprietor or who is it? I can't remember the guy's name from Dynamol. Hold on, I have it handy here. Somewhere, maybe. I can't remember. I'll look it up. I know it was the 5 little servants. It was Crannock Seeper's assistant. I want to say his name starts with a T. But anyways, you guys have basically hirelings here where if somebody were to come and drop a message, they would just drop it, give it to you as soon as you come back. Or we could say we establish a cork board.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking something to make it obvious, even if we're not here, leave a message here kind of thing. 'Cause, if we're not here and people can't find us, they might just leave and be like, we'll wait until we get back kind of thing.
I mean, that's also a very big plausibility. It's
You know?
a lot of this chapter is going to revolve around people coming to you because you guys have earned that notoriety at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Was more of a leave a message here, we will definitely get it. You know, because if it's just maybe they hand it to the guy behind the bar, maybe they don't. That is, not as guaranteed. You might walk into the place and be like, oh, they're not here, and leave.
Kind of notoriety precedes itself more than anything. If they know this is your inn, they're going to seek you out with a message.
Yeah.
You guys do have that clout at this point.
Yeah, that's
So I think we have an interesting direction to head into for the day.
Palatine will go okay, well, I guess I'll, should we make more of Yeti dolls? Or what happened last time, right?
This one doesn't sound like a baby, but
You never know, he might be a family man.
They've run into a Yeti before where they basically had to improv a toy in order to save a halfling that was being improved as a toy. And, yeah, they did a little gift exchange on the top of the Kelvin's Cairn, the highest mountain in the area. A little bit of a story. So now you guys have options. I mean, I think we've got our dogs over from Dinable at this point. And it could be as quick as a 12-mile stint across. Just roughly about an hour, or not, excuse me, about 12 hours to get across to Caraconi versus the 18 it used to take you.
Tarek,
So
what
like,
is our...
you stay on like a straight line rather than a right down and around, is what you're saying?
Yeah, y'all have. If I remember, you have sled dogs from Caradinable.
Alright.
Did that guy said anything in ETA on the care package?
No, nothing about
said
that.
it wasn't a rush.
Oh, okay.
He said if you just take it up there the next time you find yourself in the area.
Oh, we can do, actually, we can get to Caraconic a lot faster than I was thinking, so like that's even easier to do that first then.
Yeah, you guys
I
don't
was
have to
thinking
take
it would take us days to get around all that.
y'all are in the big boy grounds now. So if we do the straight line across, that'll be about, sorry, I think I said 11 hours at first. It's more like 15, but it's still quicker than taking the long path around. So, especially the stops and whatnot. Actually, is that right? I think it should be. No, it's probably 7 hours then. I just have the math wrong in my head.
Yeah, I remember Strahd, because Strahd's like one end to another. It's 20 miles, and it takes a full 12 hours to get there. 12 to 8 hours, depending on if you take the roads or you go through the forest.
Yeah, this is. Well, the caveat is y'all have sleds now, which would reduce the time in half, which I think like 7 hours is appropriate for getting across there.
Sleds. That's badass.
So let me pick up at, I think it was Dasir is the actual sled person, and there's Al, the little child that stays with the dogs. So Dasir would be the one to put you all up on the sled, take y'all out. Presuming you want to take the dogs out anyways.
I think we want to get her over with, right? It's a race, right?
Yeah, I think we definitely want to get there, do it quick, yeah.
Alright, so we'll bump us ahead 7 hours. It's roughly about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You've seen the sun rise and set in that short amount of time, but 3 p.m. or so, your dogs come in real weary to Cairconig after marching all day. You guys are perfectly fine, though. And especially Cairconig's main claim to fame before the Eternal Winter was like a tourist location that took people up and down the mountains and on dogs rides. So this is usually a place where you could like kennel dogs fairly easily and put them up for a night if you wanted. Or you guys can take them out and push them even more and just deal with whatever you need to, depending on what happens out there.
Ooh.
We also left that crystal near Cairconig, the one that
we did.
ruined all our food in the backpack, and somebody was carrying it and they got like sick.
Yeah,
And so
we
we
did.
hid it near Cairconig.
Yeah, we didn't actually stop in Bryn Shander like we were going to, I don't think, to like ask about it.
Curiouser.
I mean, I don't think we need to pick the crystal up, though, because it's still not going to be able to carry it around. I think we just need to probably get there and figure out this Yeti stuff, and then we need to just get to Bryn Shander when we can to ask at the temple about it. Well, we gotta go to here, we can do this, go back to the cabin, and then we gotta go to Bryn Shander to report back for the cabin.
Absolutely.
So all that kind of like we have to go to the temple, which is where we needed to go for the crystal. So it all kind of works together right now.
Certainly. So, do y'all want to take the remainder of the day and go pushing for a Yeti? Or are we having a little layover in Koenig, saying hi to Allie and Corey at the Northern Light? You guys remember you found their lantern in the Dwarven outpost, one that oscillates red to green to blue light outside?
Yeah. I mean, Tarek's the only one that has light issues, so it's kind of.
Samson too.
I don't want to say down to him, but like.
No, Hanson has dark vision,
Oh, he does. Okay.
and he definitely doesn't look like a typical human, right? I mean, you remember them saying they don't have, or they have wings.
Yeah. So so I don't know. I mean, I guess how late is it? Like,
It's 3:00. Y'all headed out early.
I mean, yeah. So we'd have plenty of time, I guess. It's just, I mean, I guess no matter when we go, Tarek can't see. It doesn't really matter. So, because it's always dark. I mean, we could maybe go to the bar and we might get more jobs, or just head out.
So, do we have an idea of where this Yeti is at?
You just said east. East of Koenig was this last sighting.
I mean, I guess we should probably go to the bar to see if we can get information then too.
We should also see if maybe there's like a local that maybe might know that area. See if we could talk them into going with us. Because I'll be honest, I don't really want to get lost out here. It's
Well, we've actually walked
cold.
around. We've actually walked around pretty much all of this town as it is.
You're insane. You're crazy people.
We did a lot.
We had things to find. We had to do a lot of walking.
I respect y'all much more now, but I also question your sanity a little. But hey, you do you. Your life. I'm kind of shaking my head and being, I ain't gonna go walk through no tundras. Y'all are crazy.
So if y'all go to the local tavern here called the Northern Light, that's run by Corey and Allie again, you probably see a familiar sight as it's 3:00 p.m. and the town speaker, Trovis, a silver dragonborn, is highly intoxicated and fast asleep in a chair.
We also knew the ranger that we hired the sleds from when we went to the mountain last time we were through here. Hatna Swift and Jothra, the guide.
Mm-hmm. So you got a few familiar faces here. You gotta come in, and Allie up at the counter gives you a warm little welcome. And so, it's so good to see you all again. And she kind of eyes where Trovis is. Don't mind that drunken slut. What can we do for you?
Like mayors, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So drunk, huh?
He's like passed out. You can smell the liquor off of him from like 5 feet away.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah, he's been out patrolling again. Talking about gnolls or something.
No.
The first I've heard of that.
Trovis hates gnolls.
You can visibly see as he hears the word, like this sneer comes across his face, like a snarl. Gnolls.
Knowles. Have you heard about a red Yeti by chance?
I'm sorry, a what?
Okay, don't worry about it.
A red yeti? No, have you?
Just briefly, just ask it. So Knowles, that's crazy. Tell me more about that.
You just hear Trovis. Fucking nose.
So she says, I wouldn't say the word too loudly around Trovis. You're likely to rouse him. Then he's going to ask you for a drink.
I'll whisper it. I apologize.
That's just your thing, but I'd rather you not do it here when he's so close to the liquor.
Apologies.
Do you think that guy, Hunter's getting mixed up with Knowles or a red yeti?
Maybe you should just go out and search for it. When we cross the threshold, I'll tell you more.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible the Hunter guy is mistaken, had bad information.
Possibility.
Seems strange that no one, if there was this red yeti attacking people out here, that there would be no word of it in Caer Konig.
Oh, you said, but I saw some strange, boisterous men come through here yesterday talking about a red yeti, but none of us have seen it. It's Kilgore, Tilford.
Has anything around here been attacking people?
Oh, it's been rather quiet recently.
So nothing since we left.
Oh, ever since you took care of the dwarves, everything's been quiet.
So okay, so are there actually Knowles, or is the guy just
Fucking Knowles.
Hey, you gotta say the G word. The G word around here.
oh, okay? So, has there actually anybody else other than him talked about or seen them?
He's been saying something about some news out of East Haven where they found a knoll pit.
Knowles.
G word.
Sorry, G-word
G-word.
pit. G-word, you're so smart. I should have remembered it.
All dogs, I guess.
Sled dogs. She makes little air quotes.
Yes, apparently they found a den of sled dogs near East Haven. You'd have to ask folks about it, though.
Well, that's definitely not what we were. Okay, so is this guy setting us up?
That's what I'm thinking. This is so
That
weird.
little halfling fucker.
If anything, you can go out east looking for Yeti tracks.
Good. Well,
I mean, yeah, we can go out and look, I guess. I mean, do we want to go look if we think this guy's setting us up, though?
we could just be on guard. More so than we probably already would be.
Sorry, I'm just setting up your day.
Yep, I know.
I mean, I'm fine with going out and looking around and just being very cautious of, like, anybody out there, because...
I mean, I think the best thing about knowing there might be a trap is if there is a trap, we won't be as surprised by said trap.
I mean, I feel
It's like we have the upper hand at that point, if you really think about it.
But, I mean, if we left early, we could have potentially got here before him, so it's hard to set up a trap if you're not here.
Valdrin will ask the group,
Do any of you guys have any knowledge of Knowles working with humans or humanoids?
My knowledge is they usually eat them.
That's
Yeah. Don't think I've had too many run-ins with Knowles, but what I know, or G words, I just
Knowles.
dogs. Sorry, shit.
maybe we should take this conversation outside.
You probably should.
It's-
He looks like he's gonna wake up, and he's already been stinking drunk all fucking day.
You know, if
Yeah.
you didn't serve him so much alcohol, he wouldn't be drunk all the time.
He's threatened to kick me out of here before. That's one of the benefits of having Trovis as the speaker. Decrees and all that.
He threatens to fire you if you don't serve him?
He's threatened to run me out of business.
I mean, I guess when you're in charge, you can remove license and stuff.
I never imagined a speaker would be taking such a stupid position, so self-beneficial.
I mean, I guess if you're that much of a drunk, you'll do whatever you have to get it.
One day he'll have a wake-up call. He will.
Well, perhaps.
So, what's on the plate then, guys?
I mean, the
Oh, we're
thing
burning
is,
daylight.
the thing is, it's one, it's concerning that there's a null encampment around. That's bad.
They said East Haven, though, which is pretty out of your direction at the moment.
True. We could just explore around Karakonig for the night. We don't see anything. Just go back. I think that should be a good
You
idea.
know, we
right,
came
guys?
all this way. We probably
Yeah.
should at least try and take a look around and see if we can stumble upon anything.
Plus, I'd be pretty mad if there actually was one up here and he beats us. Or at least hurts it.
So, I think more than anything, you said you guys would press on east past Karakonik. Kind of get our cold weather clothing on. We get ready to go take on the rest of the day after letting the dogs sleep for a little bit. Are we taking the dogs or are we leaving them?
Oh,
They're exhausted, right?
They've had a full day's of work. They've sledded you for basically 8 hours, so you can push them into exhaustion, but you got to let them sleep for 2 days, or at least a day to remove that.
Give them a rest.
some sleep.
And you could obviously hold them up here with Jothra and y'all's interactions. He wouldn't have any problem adding a few more dogs for a night or two to play with his pups.
Of course, do it. Because if we need a rush back, quote unquote race, they'll be full of energy.
True.
So you guys brush in, spread across the Arctic, probably walk across these icy maths, get to the other side. We're looking around for Yeti tracks. RNGesus has really blessed y'all with the encounter table so far. You've had 2 8s where nothing happens.
Oh wow! Bless your heart.
So it's a pretty smooth sailing getting across over there. Can I get one of y'all to probably start looking around, looking for tracks? We'll get a survival check in there, see if we pick up on something.
Samson, how was your survival or perception check?
I'll be honest, my perception, a little hot doo-doo. But my survival, it's not as bad.
What's not as bad?
I have a +3 to survival.
Oh,
But-
I have you beat. I guess I'm fucking. I'm scouting again, guys. Damn it.
We could put 2 heads together.
True.
One
I
of
mean,
y'all
I
roll.
will.
It's like both of y'all are tag teaming. We'll have one of y'all roll an advantage if you're interested.
I'll definitely give you help on that. Go ahead.
Or you can roll individually
Oh, all right. Well,
and then RP it out.
It's up to you, man.
I'll roll. I'll roll for the advantage. Shift, right? Or is it control? Control's disadvantage, shift is advantage, right?
I think it's Alt that's advantage. Shift is normal.
Got it.
That's a good thing you had advantage.
Thank God.
God.
You pick up on something that looks like it may be in the tracks. They're kind of old and buried, but they bear almost eastward as soon as you get up over this ridge.
How fresh are they?
Maybe a day or two old.
All right.
I'm back with me.
Just get ready. Tark, get ready to do your lingo with Yetis, right?
I'm so excited.
As you
Tark, go
guys,
in the front.
as you guys keep pressing up here, the tracks are leading up to this hill. Right up here. And hold on just a second.
Just to be clear, Tarek should probably be in like the front anyway, given that he's the tank.
Yeah. I tell Tark, go in the front, talk your lingo.
Like even outside of being able to speak to him, he's also the tank. It should be in front anyway.
It's kind of a good thing y'all went this way. Y'all can backtrack a little bit of the lore together. All in all. So let's see. You guys eventually come to the top of this hill, right? And as you get to the top of it, there's a 20-foot high, irregularly shaped spur of rock that's jutting out of the tundra ahead of you. Its smooth and shiny surface cannot possibly have been worn down by the wind. No, this protrusion looks utterly out of place, as if it had been thrust into the ground.
Like it fell from the sky?
Quite possibly. I'll allow someone to glean more information, especially a dwarf in this case, using a history check based on the stone.
Right. Tree check. I'm not very good.
You'll do advantage being the dwarf here.
Oh, bless you. All right.
Stone cutting, you can't forget it. Yeah, you're looking it over. You kind of turn to your group and give them that look like a little help.
It's dwarvish, I know, but beats the fuck me where it came from.
So, I got a quick question. So, I have been around dwarves. I've worked with dwarves. I've learned from dwarves. I speak dwarvish. I'm not proficient in history. I actually have a -1 to this thing, but can I give it a shot to see, hey, maybe
I'll let you do that with advantage under that information. I'm down with that.
Alright. So it is. Oh, you didn't even select it. Hold on. I think I hit disadvantage, but it rolls it twice either way, so.
It's, you can tell that it's not hewn by any manual means that you know of.
Big ass rock. I don't know how it got there, but
That's what I said.
that's a good piece of stone right there. Think we should touch it?
Hey, Kelly, you feel anything? Does it have a mind of its own?
I mean, I can check, I guess. I mean, can I try? I'll attempt to establish a psychic link with a rock. just in case.
The rock gives you a busy tone.
Yeah, it's not sentient.
How big is this rock? Is it like 10 by 10, 5 by 5?
It's pretty large sized base. I'd say like probably a 20 by 20.
Oh shit!
Shoots 20 feet up in the air. Like it's pretty sizable here.
I'll put my ear against the rock.
Yeah, I want to touch it.
You guys touch it and like it's just got almost like a intangible buzz to it.
Ooh.
What happened to the tracks we were following? Did they lead like right to this thing, or?
They've kind of veered off to the side of it.
I would like to divine sense just to see if I get any good or evil off this big ass rock.
Okay. Probably not either good nor evil in this case.
Guys, I think this is just a really cool big rock that I think we're just meant to appreciate and soak in.
I think as y'all are looking around, let me pull up our campaign on D&D Beyond. So, well, on my mobile, because it always has y'all's passive perceptions so nicely displayed.
This is the lowest perception I've ever played on a character ever. I've always been Hawkeyes in every character, even characters that it doesn't make sense to have such good eyesight.
Jeez, Maldred.
Yep. I know.
Always.
I have a 21.
You're the one.
Yeah.
Maldred's the one that, as you're scanning over here, probably feeling maybe a little internally defeated. You couldn't discern the stone. About 25, 30 feet away from the structure, you see a hole in the ground.
A hole?
Okay, a hole? Does it look like it stepped down a hole? It's just a straight hole.
I don't know. You're gonna have to go walk over there and look at
okay.
it. So you guys see Maldron walking away. And as you go and look at this hole, inside, there's like a 10-foot drop, and then just what looks to be like a sharp 45 degrees down.
Does the tracks lead to the hole?
There are no tracks around the hole currently.
Okay, do I get a sense of... So it's just black. It's just darkness. There's no light. Okay.
Correct. You see about a 10-foot drop, and it literally looks like if you can picture a slide going 45 degrees.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, I don't see any tracks, but there's a huge hole here. Looks like it goes 10 feet down, and it looks like a slope, like a slide.
Okay, if I'll go over and look at it, I'll say like, so I could go down that and just come back up. Like I could go down the 10 feet and look and come back up, so we don't have to just like jump.
Maldron will touch like where the surface of the hole is. I'm gonna feel if it's slippery or not before Nickel goes down there.
I don't think slippery would matter.
It doesn't really matter for Nickel.
Oh.
He's
Just looking out for my friend is all. I don't want you slipping.
Yeah, I don't think slippery matters. I just hang onto the wall.
he's got little gripper fingers and toes.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll go down the 10 feet and like look down the slanted part and see what I can see. I guess
I'm gonna pull you in a side room just for a second.
Right.
It's your psychic connection.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's not good. So, Samson, just a quick question. What class are you? I didn't hear a class you were playing.
I'm not going to tell you what subclass yet.
Okay.
Because it's going to be funnier.
Oh, shit.
But I'm a fighter.
Okay.
And I have 1 level paladin.
Oh, okay. That's why you did divine sense. I thought you were a straight paladin. I was like, oh, okay, we got a paladin. No, we were different. Okay.
Yes. The other 3 are all in fighter.
Okay. Noted.
When it comes up, what I said about picking y'all up is just gonna be funnier. So it will. Well, I've wanted to play this class since the first time I read it, so I'm very excited.
Oh no. We're all about shenanigans here, for sure.
Oh, this character is equal parts shenanigans, but equal parts like well put together still. I took time putting this. I was like, if this thing gets in a fight, we're killing shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, this is probably the first character I've made in a while that I'm like, I could play this character for a extended period of time and enjoy it. Like I took some fun proficiencies. Like I have smith tools and jeweler tools. Just because I think those are fun for like downtime stuff.
Right.
So
Good to know.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come back up and I'll tell everybody. I'll be like, I went down, and you would have seen me like go down the slope. And like where you wouldn't be able to see me anymore.
Uh-huh.
When I come back, I'll say that you go down, and then the slope goes again the other direction. So basically, if you go down, you're going to slide down and go like 10 feet, and then like hit an opening and slide down and go the other direction into a room.
Mm-hmm.
But the room is upside down.
What? So it was
There's
right side up for you.
2 statues that are on the ceiling, like standing on the ceiling. In the doorway, there's a doorway that you said it was ajar, right?
Yeah, it's a jar.
The doorway that was ajar that is also like connected to the ceiling rather than the floor. And there were a couple torches lit on the other end. So there's maybe something down there. It didn't look like the room was intentionally built upside. It looked like the room was somehow got flipped upside down.
Wow. Okay.
So you said it goes down, and then it comes back the other direction.
Yeah, basically,
so the room
if you all go down, yeah, basically, if you all go down, you're gonna like slide one way and then slide back the other way, and you're probably just gonna like fall on your ass in the room.
You
like,
see,
I don't think there's any way. I don't think there's a way for y'all to do this gracefully, basically.
I'd say, like, knowing this, normally coming down this entrance, they have to make an athletics check. Your brace would probably give them enough information to give them advantage.
That's it.
Yeah, but there's still most of us aren't doing this gracefully because we're not the strongest group other than
that too.
See Sanson kind of stretching his arms and legs out, says, all right, well, are we going down?
I mean,
there are 2 torches that are lit, so there's probably someone, who knows what, down there. That could probably walk on walls, considering they weren't in the room I could see.
They look like continual flame spells.
Oh. Okay, so maybe not. But the flames also were upside down.
Ooh,
which I guess with a continual
down.
flame. I guess with a continual flame, you could maybe do that.
If y'all ever think about an image that you want to find that's creepy, it's fire burning upside down.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, like it literally looks like a room that was built for me. Like it's all upside down.
Yeah. Just quick one-off real quick. Yeah, you're walking on walls. What's up with that?
I'm very good at climbing.
Insight check.
It's a halfling thing.
No, it isn't.
You can insight me. I'm pretty good at deception too.
I'm rolling insight check.
I'll roll it. I don't give a shit. I'm a fucking sorcerer. That's I rolled terribly, so.
Oh my god!
Don't matter.
Alright, Jesus is telling you it's taboo to pry into people's past in Icewind Dale.
Yeah, you can't question my racial abilities.
It's just I've met halflings before, and they've never been this great of climbers. It's just.
I mean, to be fair, there's 2 halflings here, and only one of us is probably a good climber. But sometimes it skips a gene. Sometimes it skips a generation. It's hard to say.
We'll continue on with your ability. That is just small clap.
Is there any way we could use our ropes to help us get into this other room? Like, I don't know, anchor them out here and then use them to climb around there somehow?
Certainly.
I mean, we maybe should anyway, so you all can get out later.
I could fashion like 2 lengths of rope together and probably have enough to tie it off to the structure and get down the tunnel.
So when you were looking in the room with the upside down door, how big was that room? From like where the ceiling / floor. God, that is confusing.
It's maybe a 10 by 15 room.
How tall was it?
Like 10, maybe 15 feet, but I'm going to say 10 probably.
Guys, I think I could get us in that door. I think I have something to show y'all.
Well, the door is slightly open, so getting in the door won't be difficult.
Okay, all passageways are 12 feet high here.
Okay, then yeah, I definitely think. Yeah, I think. I can't believe I rolled a nat 1.
You got to get it out of the way first.
I know. I think.
It'll be real obvious before long.
I think we should get down this tunnel, and I think we can get in this door.
Well, the door is open, so it's whether or not we want to go down is what we're at right now.
Well, the thing is, we're hunting a red yeti, and the thing is, no tracks lead to here. It's weird that a fucking door is on a ceiling.
Well,
that's what I mean.
Quite possibly a fake red yeti, because.
Have y'all ever heard of a red herring?
Yes, I've heard of red herrings before.
Yeah, like if nobody in Caracodic knows that a red yeti's attacking people, it's probably not happening.
I still want to go in this upside down door.
I'm 100% down to go in. I'm just saying, like, if we're there's no reason to worry about a red yeti. It's to worry about whatever this person wanted us to be here for.
What if they're in this weird room?
What if they knew nothing about this?
It don't matter. I'm actually kind of intrigued about this upside down room.
Well, let's get on down there then. We're burning daylight.
So y'all assumedly have 2 portions of rope. You can tie it off and make your way down using 100 feet of rope to safely anchor yourself.
Yeah, I have rope. I'm sure
somebody in a mountain.
Somebody else have rope too?
Oh, I
think
I have rope.
Okay, so you guys tie your ropes together. You're able to see exactly what Nickel is talking about here. It's basically a 10-foot drop, and there's a 45-degree slide. And then you go forward, and there's a 5-foot drop, and an opposite 45-degree slide. And as you gently lower yourself, you realize you would accelerate pretty fast on this last part, and probably come crashing into. Hold on, real quick. I gotta change this name. Spoilers.
When I get down, I'm just going to continue walking on the ceiling, just to confuse Samson.
That's just so impressive.
Like literally walking, so like I'm upside down, like just nothing but my feet on the ceiling.
I turn to the other halfling. Can you do that?
Definitely not.
He's one of the generations that skipped.
I'm pretty sure you're talented in your own ways.
Nickel, I'm assuming since we can't get up there, try to sneak in and establish a psychic link with one of us.
Well, I mean, how high would his door be? If it's from the floor, I mean, that'd be... Samson could probably reach it.
That is about 12 feet.
I thought the door was
the rooms are 12 feet. The doors are 8 feet high. So
yeah, so it's like 4 feet off the ground.
And they're arched rather than like a square door frame. So there's a little bit of like wiggle room.
Yeah, so it's like 4 feet off the ground then, and so like Samson could easily get in. The rest of you have to climb a little bit.
Oh, so I can just reach it from standing.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'd have to like just like step over like a 4 foot.
Like side saddle it, basically.
I just kind of put my hand down, like get on one knee to kind of just boost y'all's little legs over it. Come on, my little friend. It's okay. Come on.
Watch
I'll
the
give you a
beard!
boost.
I should have led with this exposition, but the slippery tunnel opens up into an upside-down room, the contents of which are coated in frost. Across from the tunnel is a wooden door that's flush with the ceiling, which used to be the floor. The door is ajar, and flanking it are two identical stone statues that hang down like stalactites. Across from the statues are sconces with upside-down flames burning in them.
Well,
As you guys kind of look in here, you can see that whatever this staircase-like structure is completely collapsed and seems inaccessible.
And it's
okay, this
pitch black
staircase,
for
was it
Tarek,
going?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the
I'll
staircase
cast
going
light
up
on
or
you.
down?
Oh yeah, cast. Okay, so I figured out this works. This is.
I'll say I'm seeing in color, so there seems to be a light source.
So what I need you to do, Samson, is double right-click Tarek to target him.
Okay.
Do you have 4 triangles around him? I don't see you being targeted. That'll be
like a little spinning yellow. Yeah.
Nah, this should be. Do you have a double right-click?
Not on my Mac. No.
Oh.
Okay. There's a way to do this on Mac.
If you put your
double
mouse
tap.
over him, I'll say also if you put your mouse over him and hit T, it's supposed to target him.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
I've been told that's the way people say to do it. I don't know. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it worked. Did that work
I
for
don't
you?
know. I don't know if it works on Mac or not, but
do you have the touchpad?
Yeah.
Double tap. Or double tap Tarek, I think is what it is.
I double tapped him and brought up his backstory and pop out.
yeah, that's still a left click.
Okay,
You need
hold
like
on.
how do you right click on Mac?
No.
If you put your mouse over it, put your mouse over top of it and hit T. Does that work?
Or you know what? No,
the
this
letter
is
T.
this is actually the perfect chance for me to do this. Let me.
Or he could go to the left, one of the like little things at the top left, where currently you have that little box selected. If you pick the one that's like the 2 little circles below the box,
select target,
and then click on
yeah.
then click Tarek.
Click T for target. There you go.
Okay,
I told him that. I don't think it was working for him.
I found this setting the other day called delayed targeting. So if you guys ever forget to target now, it's going to ask you who to target once you execute something.
Well, he does have him targeted now.
So now you should just be able to cantrip your light spell. I think we need to update your spells though. You seem to be short. Your Rune Knighter spell or Rune Knight spells. You familiar with D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
So pull up D&D Beyond real quick and go to your sheet.
Yeah, I'm over right here.
Go to your spells, or no, it's the anvil and hammer icon that's like to the right of your name or something up at the header.
Go to builder.
Yeah, click that, and then it brings up like a little synopsis of your character, and it says something like character and then spells as like a header in blue. Click the spells portion, and you should see like a list of things you can choose from there.
Well, I don't think he has spells. He just has light for his race.
Yeah, I don't have spells yet. They're not really spells. They're just abilities in the class. So
am I mistaken? Okay. And for some reason, I was looking at your sheet and it said prepared.
And I can use them
out of 2.
No,
yeah, because I still don't have spell casting for paladin either. So, but it's fine. The other ones, they're just abilities that
I don't think
it will. Yeah.
I'm thinking completely different kind of. I'm thinking Eldritch and not Rune Knight.
No, yeah, you're good.
Just duh. Okay. But anyways, from there, double click your sheet, go to your spell book, and you can either click on the icon to the left of light that turns into a dice. But if you do that, it's going to send what we call a spell card to Foundry chat. So go ahead and roll through that for me if you can.
Spell book, light. I click the dice. There you go.
Something you can do for your character sheet too. You can double click the top, like the top part of it, to like minimize it, and then double click it again to bring it up. Makes it a lot easier to like.
I was just looking in the wrong spot for the spell book.
And you'll get used to it. Foundry's super intuitive. So.
I really like the setup though. I mean, the way everything's set up is pretty fucking sick. So
this is nothing. Just wait.
oh, and I do have it's not in my spell books, but it's in my features, the rune abilities.
Yeah.
So I do have cards for them, so it's okay.
Yeah, you can actually invoke those, and it'll put little effects on your character while they're in use. That'll do all the math for you.
I love that.
I don't have to memorize macro keys.
Yeah, you actually have a hotbar in front of you. You can take anything that's in your spell or in your character sheet and just drag and drop it into that macro bar.
I have not had good success with that working.
Yeah, sometimes it like breaks things. I usually recommend rolling from the sheet because I use a lot of automation and everything ties into where it goes onto the sheet, basically.
Yeah, the only time I've really ever used the hotbar was to put like my sneak attack to make it easier to roll. Just put like 3d6 or whatever. Otherwise, it's not really working.
We're climbing through these doors.
My gosh, would the stairs have gone up or down from like where we're at? I realize they don't work, but like where would they have gone?
So as you can think about it right now, I'm tempted. No, I'm not going to give y'all a visual. That gives up too much information. So as you descend the tower, which is where these stairs lead, you would be ascending the tower if it was still right side up.
Okay, so right now they go down.
Correct, but they're cobbled together, broken, smashed in on each other.
Okay, so all right. Do we want to try to which door do we want to try to open?
I think we should go through the one that's already open.
Neither of them are open.
Yeah, the door that you have one to the north and one to the south that they're kind of speaking about.
There's like some small light things on this door that I can see. I can see like tiny slivers. I can't see anything though that matters.
I need to get it better aligned. My mouse is shit right now.
Yeah, I didn't know if that's what he meant by the door that's open though. Like,
I won't know anything.
Barely see it. I mean, which one do we want to try?
Or closest.
Do the first one we get to first.
That one.
Yeah.
All right. Since I'm up here and can reach stuff better, I guess I'll try to open it first.
Okay.
Tarek, do you want to get up here so you can run in just in case?
Oh my God. I literally just blew under the clicker in my mouse, and I think I fixed it.
Actually, I'll do this. I'll stand over here so Tarek is like first there, and y'all haven't seen me do this trick yet, but I'll try to telekinetically push the door open.
I'll cast Bless on Tarek.
So with Bless,
select guidance. Sorry, not Bless, guidance.
Alright, so I'll like telekinetically hit the door to see if I can push it open.
It's not locked or anything like that. It swings open as you kind of look inside here. The room is obviously upside down. Let me get to my key real quick.
Are these things on the ceiling? Or are they
no, they're on the floor. Like this picture what you're looking at right now is like the floor you're walking on. It's not the ceiling above you. These tables have fallen from what was the floor onto the ceiling. The floor of this room is covered with shards of glass, frozen pools of spilled fluids, and the wreckage of 2 cabinets. And a niche in the far corner of the room, there's a metal chest that's bolted. Sorry, that's this room off here. These 2 are basically interconnected, where this is it looks to be like an old alchemy lab in a sense. There's like a broken glass, work tables. But speaking about the lockbox, that would be explicitly over here in this corner.
Okay.
I'll wait out here.
So that's it. You said that's like it's on the floor or the ceiling?
It's on the ceiling, bolted.
Okay. Well, I'm already up there, so I mean, does it have like a lock on it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I have these tools. I can try this.
I'm just keeping watch at the door right now.
So you kind of get ready.
Okay. I'll say, Tarek, come over here and get ready to catch something in case I drop something.
I'll watch the door, Tarek. Go.
Because
So
when I open this, gravity will take over.
because he's on the ceiling, so you can basically be
I
under
got
him, ready to catch it.
I mean, I'll try to like not drop things. That sucks.
Alright, let's see. Pop the lid on this little chest here. And as it does so, gravity takes its toll and the top portion swings open. Tarek, will you give me a dex save?
Although, depending on what's falling, I could potentially try to telekinetically grab something.
Very true.
If it's just like if it's something small.
Let's see if Tarek grabs it, and if not, you can certainly save it. Kind of bubble it from hitting the floor.
I mean, I guess it doesn't even really have to be something small because I can push a person. So
It's almost like this dexterous catching act, like you've caught swords or something, and these 4 vials come crashing out, and you just catch them in your hands real quick. Each one is kind of glowing a different color. There's one that seems to be pulsing this fiery red, another that's white as snow, cold to the touch, another still that seems like brackish green and bubbling, and a final one that has this purple luminescence to it.
Ooh.
Anybody know anything about potions?
I know I like drinking them.
I mean, I'm not very good at it. I don't think we have anybody that's really very good at doing Arcana checks.
I'm a bit of a connoisseur. I would be willing to drink them and let you know what happens.
I mean, that'd probably be a waste to just drink a bunch of them right now.
Or one at a time.
Nikhil.
I don't want to mix.
I mean, we probably hold on to them and see if we can figure.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying if we ever get real curious. Not right now. I'm just saying I would drink them.
Well, I would drink most of them too. It's just a matter of I'd prefer to know what they did first.
Hey,
Okay. How? I feel like most games do things different. How? In what ways can we go about figuring out what these are?
This is probably going to have to be a straight up identify.
Okay, so definitely none of us have that.
I have alchemist.
Unless y'all have like an alchemist kit and do a little bit of analysis, but I can tell you, even looking at them, these don't look like common healing potions. They're definitely like gilded in a very ornate seal. Even their glass bottles seem ancient and have a bit of mystique to them.
All right, so I guess we hold on to them, and maybe in Branchander or somewhere we can get them identified. One of the bigger cities, at least. think it's best we have. Unless we just
Also,
wanna, like,
that other place we're going. I mean, the place we're going to visit that we were sent to sounded like the man we were looking for had some Arcana skills. He might be able to help us as well.
Macradius.
true. If he's there and everything, he might be able to help. And that might be cheaper too.
Very true.
Having them cast Identify 4 times is not going to be cheap. So I guess we're holding on to him for now. If there's nothing we can do, I don't know. Whoever wants to
Load him into our pack. I'll load him into my pack
Yeah, Tarek, you just I guess have 4
carefully.
nice potions.
Next room.
Alright, so we want to do the same thing here. Line up here, and Tarek or Samson get here, and I'll try to push the door open. And it opens.
You guys look inside, and there are tall bookshelves affixed to the outer wall that have spilled their contents onto the ceiling, turned floor. A large table lies on its side, one leg broken. And a 5-foot wide tunnel in the floor in the east leads downward.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're here.
Can we see anything down it?
Looks to be about like a 20-foot drop or so. You can tell it's not too bad.
Just like, so it seems to be just like straight down into another chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so should I? So if it's like 20 foot to the floor, so how much of that is like?
Probably
So that's
10 feet of material, and well, we'll say 8 feet of material and 12 foot for the ceiling congruity.
Okay, so I guess I can climb down the 8 feet and look around, pop my head down in it at least.
Hasn't failed as yet.
Unless somebody just wants to jump.
It does sound tempting.
Oh, well, here we go.
Maldrin wants to look at the stones. How old is this building?
You cannot tell. It's so old.
Oh, okay.
There are some
stone
there
cutting.
there are some books around here, and you can actually make out a few titles on them. But when you sound them out in the Dwarvish language, that they're no wait, what am I thinking? Let me look at your sheet. Yeah, you don't have any idea about this.
Okay.
I know Elvish if it's Elvish.
No, I don't think any of y'all would be able to pick up on this. It seems to be, even though if you don't necessarily speak it, you know it's written in Draconic.
I was so close to taking Draconic instead of Dwarvish. I was like this close, and I was like, when the fuck is Draconic gonna come up in the Icewind Dale? You know, this frozen ass place. Like, when the fuck is that gonna happen?
I'll give you the other half because you know Elvish. It reads as Draconic, but phonetically sounds like Elvish.
I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't really help me.
So you actually have to know kind of 2 languages to get solvency from this.
You should take it.
Well,
Take a
I'm
couple
not
of
really
those books.
interested in books.
Maldrin will take a couple of books. Whatever that's.
Yeah, is there any? Yeah. Are there any other nice, like, finer looking books compared to the others?
And you pick about 3 tomes that will still look intact. You'll have to reference me back on those when you haven't figured out someone who speaks Draconic. I'm trying to see if Hugh doesn't do it.
Ask the speaker if he's not too drunk.
Yeah, for real.
Why don't you just ask the kobolds? They can read, can't they?
They probably can't read. They were being led by a ghost possessing one of them.
Most interesting thing to note in this room, Nikel, is the 2 cages here. One of them which seems to have like an insect carapace in it.
Yeah, I was gonna
long
ask if they were
since
empty or not.
long since perished, but it's some kind of very large insect carapace.
Who do you
All right.
think used to live here or like worked here?
I don't know. I'm gonna
That's
look.
the other thing. Oh no, never mind. Excuse me, I'm getting confused.
All right, I'm gonna look. I'll look up whoever I can see, probably modern, I guess. Then I'll talk in your head, just because I'll say there's a couple cages down here that don't have. There's nothing living in them. But there's 2 more doors. I just want to be quiet, just in case. So I think we're good to come down though.
All right. Boys, I think we can slide down carefully.
I mean, if we need rope, I can go up and get our rope.
I mean, I have rope also. I don't think
I
my
have one
rope
too.
is used.
Yeah, because I can always climb up and get it, and then climb up and retie it to get out if we need to.
I'd say if y'all have rope, you could like take one of those tables and wedge it in the door that way for a brace, and you could get probably enough for at least this hole. And there's another hole there, Nikel, that you see as well.
Oh, that hole's going down.
As well.
Okay, so there's 2 doors and another hole that goes down again.
It's kind of like you popped in right here explicitly.
Okay. Okay.
We should still have 2 sets of rope left, I think.
Assuming everyone has rope.
Yeah, I do. I just checked. I have 50 feet.
Yeah, there's a few like backgrounds and stuff that don't get them, that don't get ropes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll be waiting for you all to come down then.
Heck yeah, we
We're
make our way
sliding.
down. I'm using the rope.
Making our way back down into a hole in the ground.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da.
angels.
Okay, so yeah, there's a big, giant, dead insect thing in one of these, I guess.
I don't know. We'll do a nature check. See if you can discern what that is.
Anyone?
I don't.
Anyone. I'll let all 4 of you roll for it. It's
Okay,
Sure.
that out there.
Come on.
See if we all can.
Right.
Sure.
-1, baby. -1.
Yes, if you all can, sure, but otherwise I'm a -1, so. I'm going to roll a 17 and get a 16.
None of y'all know what this is.
Can I make a
There's none of
medicine
us-
check on how
None of us
dead
have
it is?
intelligence.
I think the more interesting thing I can do is tell you, even though your characters don't know what this is, I can tell you as players, this is a Thry-Green.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't remember that one. What is that one?
That is one of the Spelljammer races.
Oh.
Oh.
Those are the psychic mantoid bugs with extra appendages.
Oh
What the
shit.
fuck?
Well,
That's just holy shit. That just changed this whole situation as a player.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. It's a little curiosity. Something to throw on your plate. Just wait, y'all. Like,
Oh my
keep
God.
going, keep
They're
going.
Thry-Green, but they're in the they're kept in the cages.
We're going in the monster's den. We're all gonna die from tentacle monsters from space, probably.
It's even better. Just keep going. Just
Oh,
keep
no.
going.
Okay.
So
Right. Yep, let's open this door, because Tarek's already here.
So you guys
Ow.
open up this door, and an upside-down table sits in the middle of this room, and books are scattered around it. Clinging to the bowed outer wall is an upside-down fireplace. Along that same wall is a window with nothing but hard, packed earth beyond it.
Alright, which door y'all want first?
go through this one.
Do that one? Okay, I'll push that door. It opens.
Tarek, as soon as you walk in here, you step on the ground, and you don't hear your footsteps.
Oh.
And in fact, you don't hear the door as it hits the side of the wall over here from being opened. You don't hear any of the shuffling noises from the rocks and dust you're kicking around. As you kind of wonder, what do you do?
I'll just be like, Tarek, what's in there? I'm assuming he doesn't hear me.
No, he can hear you.
Oh, he could hear me, but he can't hear anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not like a weird silent room.
I would just take a look around the ceiling, just try and see anything that might cause this, or anything that looks out of the everything looks out of the ordinary. But
You can't even hear your own heartbeat inside of your head right now. As you turn, do you say anything to Mikkel?
Yeah, I would probably try and tell him I can't hear anything in here.
As you mouth the words and they pass over your vocal cords, the vibration is there, but nothing exits your mouth.
Yeah, I would like immediately just hit him telepathically and be like, why are you not talking?
Now, the telepathy, you would be able to go through this and have a conversation with one another. It quickly becomes apparent that when you guys step into this room, everything in this room is silent.
Ooh.
All in the presence here, you would assume there must be some kind of latent magical energy or purpose to this room that made it completely silent. You do find 2 other books written in the same script as in this room as well.
If I step out of the room, can I talk to them again? Is it just in the room, or is it something that affected me and it's carrying over?
As you walk out of the room, like as soon you're kind of questioning this, you step over the threshold, and as you're walking over, the arc there, you can hear your body again once you get to the other side of it.
Something in that room is blocking the sound for some reason.
All right. I know the routine. Maldron will crisscross applesauce. I'm gonna just give me like 10 minutes. I'm gonna do detect magic before we open any other door. Think this is a good idea?
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, is there anything in the room that seems that we would like be able to pick up and take? Otherwise, I don't really like. Clearly, there's magic in that room. I don't know that we need it.
I would say cast it because you're curious.
I'm
The
curious.
room has a pervading aura of what would that be? Silence, illusion, magic.
Yes, I think so.
So the more curious note there is about 20 feet below you, directly below you. There's some kind of amulet down there that seems to have some kind of latent conjuration magic that's quite strong. Excuse me, quite strong. Like this spell, a good 5, 6. That amulet, like an 8, 9.
So, like next floor down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think we need to open these doors first, make sure there's nothing behind us before we go down.
Just be careful. I don't know if that amulet has any other abilities.
I mean, you've got it up for it's 30 minutes, right? Or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
30 minutes. 10 minutes. So, I mean, maybe if you kind of keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't move in case like it might be somebody wearing it,
Right. Would Maldron be smart enough as we're moving? Will it know exactly where it is if something else is moving, or do I have to be still to know if we're moving?
I can tell you the amulet is not in motion.
Okay. All right. Yep. Thumbs up.
It seems to be stationary.
Okay.
All right, well, let's
Careful.
I'll smack this door open.
And it seems to be the crumbled stairs from above.
Makes sense.
Do they go down more?
Now they're impassable still.
Okay, so we got.
So I'm assuming this door is probably also stairs.
Maybe.
Ding, 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 ding.
Damn.
And they're also busted, so we're going down again.
Missed my calling as a tower maker.
Alright, well, I guess I'll climb down and look first, make sure it's clear, and tell everybody.
Same thing, about a 20-foot drop. Y'all can even manipulate the rope to just use this to get between them.
Oh yeah.
I can't see wherever you move me to. Oh, there it is. There I am. Alright, so there's a couple doors, another hole down.
It's kind of archway on that side. There's on the ceiling. There's an altar.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just tell everybody to come down. There seems to be nothing here, so. So the amulet should be in the top room, I guess. So we can go that way first. Let's go that way first, probably.
While we're climbing down, I'm just saying. So, I'm kind of wondering what just made these holes in this place.
Yeah, I mean, do they look like a big worm or something went through?
No, this looks to be almost mechanically bored out.
Okay, so not a carrion crawler. All right. Well, let's get in this. Let's get in this room. Let's see what this amulet is.
All right. Take position.
I'll smack the door open.
Staring across from you is just a second. I'm gonna set this up properly. Probably a little bit of shock.
I'll clarify too. I'm still on the ceiling, just to make sure we know.
We've finally reached the part to twist it, guys. Probably what immediately catches your notice here is this extremely decked out undead warrior. Quite undead. And sitting next to him,
I know what that art is
the man that you saw burned at the stake in East Haven.
Alive? Like he's alive or he's dead?
He looks at you all and goes, "You're not Dazan. What are you doing here? Where's Dazan?"
Who's a Dazan?
Dazan was the name of the Red Wizard of Thay burned at the stake in East Haven.
But this guy looks like you, but it's not him?
It's exactly him.
Oh no.
I've been waiting here for at least 3 weeks at this point. Have you seen Dazan?
Are you not Dazan?
No, I'm not Dazan.
Who are you?
Well, I'm part of Dazan, or at least he may be.
Oh, I've heard of that, I think.
Yes, out of snow and coal.
Wait, so you're not the real one.
No, I'm a copy of him. Quite inferior.
Well,
I can't get spell slots back either, and I don't have my damn book.
Well, I think you might be the real one now.
Oh, and how is that?
Or were there more of you?
No, it's just me here.
No, but not here, like in general.
It's me and Dazan, and this is my friend Crentis here.
Are you the only one he made, though?
As far as I know, yes.
Whoa. Okay, well, we watched him die.
His face absolutely lights up. Oh, that's terrific news! Well, you can help me then.
Perhaps.
I've been waiting for Dazan to come back to bring me a life spark for the Netherese invention at the bottom of this tower.
How does that affect us?
Well, I suppose you could take use of it, but you're saying Dazan is gone, correct?
I mean,
He is
someone that
dead?
was
He is dead?
Somebody looked exactly like you
So this one
burned-
has freedom now.
was burned at the stake.
It's the perfect timing, don't you see? The device at the bottom of the tower can make the illusions real. It's my chance to become a real person.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If the person we saw burned to the stake was powerful enough to create you,
Yes, but Dazan was not as powerful as the Netherese, and you are in one of their towers as we speak.
but I find it hard to believe that somebody that powerful would have allowed themselves to be burned to the stake.
Well, Dazan was an idiot. Hubris was his folly, and quite frankly, if he hadn't killed those adventurers, we wouldn't have had to go on the run to begin with. I've come to that conclusion being down here for 3 weeks at this point. His magic was nothing but trouble.
If he had that powerful of magic, he could have just killed everyone and not died.
Yes, well, I don't have any information on that. Do you have a spellbook by chance? I was wondering if I could get access to my magic again through that. You say that the sleeping hasn't returned it.
Well,
I
no,
don't know if I'm sleeping correctly though. I mainly lay there 8 hours unmotionless and nothing seems to happen.
Well, we tried to talk to him, and he didn't really want to talk.
Well, I can tell you everything if you help me.
It might be part that he was catching on fire.
Well, Bastard got what he deserved then.
What did he tell us? He told us something, but it wasn't helpful at all.
You know, Dazan was a member of the Arcane Brotherhood as well.
Red Wizard burning. What he told us something when he burned. I can't remember what it was.
You're too late or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't helpful. I tried to ask about his stuff, and he wouldn't tell us that because he hid something somewhere.
Oh yes, he was trying to hide this tower.
No, he said there was an object that he stole that he hid somewhere.
No. Dazan is after the Netherese. Surely you know of them, yes? The culture from nearly 4,000 years ago.
Is this their tower?
This is, in fact, one of their towers to demonstrate that I do have more information if you're willing to help me.
What kind of help do you need?
Would you like to know about the other Arcane Brotherhood members here? Perhaps something of where the location of this Netherese city could be found. Surely, he looks you up and down. Adventurers such as yourselves would find this information entertaining enough to bring this one a life spark for the machine.
What would that do?
Team huddle.
My brain's about to fry. What the hell is going on?
So, Dazan is a powerful wizard that created a simulacrum. And this creature before you is Dazan's simulacrum. It has all the memories, features, and access to Dazan that the character itself would. So he's a font of information, but in the 3 weeks or so that he's been here, which is about 30 days at this point, he's kind of had a little bit of change of heart.
He's in theory got access to a ton of really high magic. He just, depending on whether or not he's used those spells or not, because he can't.
Well, he doesn't.
Spell slots back, so.
He doesn't have his spell book for one, and he hasn't been able to regain spell slots for 30 days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some actors never get spell slots back, do they? So.
That's why he's very entertained by y'all here. He says, and again, the Netherese, kind of pulling back. This was This is like a culture that lived on flying cities that was so high in terms of magical power that people that buffed your shoes could cast level 5 spells. Infants could cast cantrips. Like, this was a magicosity run by a lich, actually. And at the seat of their power, they had somebody challenge the god of magic to try to usurp them and wound up tearing the weave. And which the weave is, everything from which magic comes from in D&D.
Yeah.
And it basically caused magic to be unusable for about 50 or 100 years, if I remember right. And the immediate fallout for this culture was these cities fell to the ground instantly. And they're somewhat like El Dorado or Atlantis nowadays.
Makes sense why everything's upside down.
We're post-calamity.
Mm-hmm. Post-calamity, talking
Okay,
about...
Yeah, this feels like it went very, also Critical Role rather than...
It's it's about tapping into a magical power that this world hasn't seen for 4,000 years. Yeah. And he's telling you there's a very demonstration of this power in the bottom in a machine that can make illusions real.
Okay, so my concern with what he's saying, he keeps saying life spark, and that sounds like something you would have to take from something living.
If he asked about it, absolutely. Absolutely. We just need something living to plug into the apparatus to volunteer its life spark. I asked Prentice to do it, but he's undead, and he said he doesn't have a life spark. Or at least I think that's what he said.
Well, I'm going to count myself out then.
Well, surely I wouldn't ask that one of you volunteer yourselves. No, you are to be the saviors. If anything, there's a basilisk trapped in the room below that we could use.
That's good to know. We would have stumbled upon that, wouldn't we?
Yes, Quintus is rather afraid of it. I've tried to shoo him in there to go fetch the beast a few times, but he seems rather insistent on not doing it. Kind of turns to Quintus and glowers. Stone.
Okay, it is kind of, worrisome that you just have this guy hanging out with you as well.
This is Quintus. He was a friend of Denizens and came from Thay. They've been buddies ever since. Apparently it's his older brother or something. I don't know, Thayans. They like to resurrect their family members and have them work for them for the eternal afterlife. It's all very gloomy, if you ask me.
My -1 intelligence character has a fucking headache right now. This is a lot of information.
Me too. I'm just this is crazy, but Nikhil's done.
So, okay, just to throw it out there. So if we could kill the basilisk and give you that life spark, if we brought you a sheep or something, would that also work?
He kind of rolls around in his head, and he's like, I suppose so. I don't really know the stipulations other than it's supposed to require some kind of living energy to provide a living being. It's simple matter in, matter out. It can replicate illusions into reality on its own easy enough, but it requires something of a divine life to imbue a current illusion with and make it real, essentially. I would know I would be able to do this, and it succeeded if I could sleep afterwards and get my spells back.
Okay, so you're basically wanting to do this to make yourself more real?
Yes, and in exchange I will tell you all I knew Dazan knew about the Arcane Brotherhood.
The who?
Oh yes, the Arcane Brotherhood is here, and they're looking for the Netherese city too.
Is this a bad thing or a good thing?
This is, I think, Luskin. Do you guys know Luskin offhand? It's kind of a rough port. It's like a pirate slaver port. Until recently, they've kind of been cleaning their act up a little bit and at least not doing the slaving part so much. But, it still goes underground. At the seat of it all, they have this basically professional magic school, and these guys are massive dicks when it comes to grabbing power opportunistically.
I assumed.
Yeah, it's they basically, when they send people out, and again, this is out of character, they normally send teams of like 4 to 6 people out on a mission, and none of them work together. They all work independently, trying to be the last or the first one to get to the prize, thus gaining notoriety and bringing back the trove of interesting goodies to the Brotherhood. So usually when they're involved in something, it's like historical magic findings, and they usually swoop in and Indiana Jones the treasure at the last second, basically, at any means.
Yeah, I mean, I think given what this is, it's the thing that like, you really wouldn't want like anybody to be finding, especially the wrong people finding it.
You're talking about giving people in the current age like tapped into a society that could produce level 10 spells.
Yeah, like you definitely don't want the wrong people getting that.
So, do we help him?
Well, I'll ask him this. What exactly will you do with this so-called life spark besides making life?
Do you mean after the process is done?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you need a wizard?
Yes.
I can make scrolls or something until I've earned the death that you seem fear or fit. I don't know if I really want to be a wizard anymore, though. It seems like a lot of trouble for Dazan. All the murder, and the demons, and the... Oh, look at poor Quintus here. He's quite stiff. Can't say a word. Seems rather boring.
Wait, Tarek. Can you pull up that vial out that you got? And ask him if he made that.
I can pull the vials out. Do you recognize any of these?
They were on the ceiling. He wouldn't have been able to put them up there. I mean, we can ask, but like, yeah, he might know where they are by looking at them. But like, he definitely didn't make them. They were on the ceiling, so.
He kind of looks them over here.
So those look like resistance potions. You see, this one's fire and acid. And this one must be cold. The purple one's the odd one. Force damage, I would say.
Put that in team notes. What were the colors?
Basically red, green, blue, and purple. And he's telling you that... Look at Discord real quick.
Okay.
Hey guys, I just I know we're gonna have to cross this bridge soon. Has anyone fought a basilisk? Because I haven't. The only things I've ever heard are bad.
Oh, you don't want to look into the creature's eyes, ever.
Yeah.
The real problem when I want to hit it.
You should just kind of wiggle your sword at it or whatever you've got. Surely you could do it, right? Quintus, you can help them, right?
Real quick, I'm gonna hit Maldron in his head. Hey, is he wearing the amulet? Because your detect magic.
Yeah, is my detect magic still active?
Mm-hmm. The amulet's sitting on the table.
Oh, it's on the
So
table.
he's not wearing it. It's just sitting down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does he have anything magical that Maldron can see?
No, not on his position. Because if you bring it up, I kind of forgot. He's desperate. You know what I mean? He's got this bit of like, look, if it'll help sweeten the deal, I know this amulet is magic, and I'll let you have it. Just please help me out.
I can see that with my fucking insight.
What does it
Yeah,
do?
I'm inciting the fuck out of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
My passive insight
I don't-
16.
I'm just gonna ask him, what does it do? What does it do? Like,
Oh my god!
Oh, it's a shield guardian amulet.
Another freaking one!
Najini, you can give him a look over here. And this guy seems wholly, like, genuine. If anything, he may be a little bit naive.
Guys, I think we need to help him.
That's what I was kind of
I
looking
think-
at. He seems naive. He seems like kind of an idiot.
Well,
And he referenced the item because he knows what it is. Let me just put this out here. So
Shield Guardian Amulet. Rare item.
see, as a character, Maldron's
Y'all
really
just-
conflicted.
y'all just soak
on-
that in.
Maldron's conflicted on whether to help this guy because he's dealing with bringing something to life that's beyond like control of gods or anything natural. That's the only problem with Maldron since he's a cleric. So it's just like I don't. He doesn't know. He knows he's being genuine. I will say that, but he's just like it just goes against him.
Oh my god, this thing's
I
sick
mean,
as
if we
shit.
could put something in this thing that, like,
The Shield Guardian is a CR7, by the way.
yeah, this would be a great item to have for, like, we'd have to go find the Shield Guardian, but, like,
It's basically a walking ring of spell storing.
yeah, and once you find the Shield Guardian, it'd be amazing.
Man, that's badass.
Make sure you
Well-
actually click the Shield Guardian itself, the blue text there.
Yeah,
That's where the real bread and butter for it is.
yeah, it'd be, I mean,
10 HP regeneration.
hard to
The
kill.
person bound to the amulet, the Shield Guardian, takes half their damage always, as long as it's within 60 feet. It's multi-attack with 2 fists, and it can store up to a singular 4th level or below spell slot to use on command.
Oh,
Has to be the wearer, so that part would only help me or Modern. But I mean, the whole thing would help you, Modern, because you tend to get in close anyway. So, and it makes 2 pretty big attacks.
Think personal Iron Giant.
yep.
I mean,
I'll
you
just
could
call it
literally
a diesel.
save a healing word in there just in case you drop that it immediately picks you up.
Yep.
You can do some crazy shenanigans with it.
So,
I mean, I guess if you're the one bound to it though, if you drop, it drops. Like, well, it has way more HP than you would, so you would drop first.
Be the front tank person for that.
Yeah, like literally, if you put it on you and then just put a healing word in it, and like that way, if you drop, we can pick you up. It picks you up for us.
I think more than anything, this is probably like a good little pin to put it in, because regardless of any direction we take it at the forks here, it's gonna push us into a good chunk of time of content. But good sesh tonight, y'all. I think it feels like a little life got breathed back into this game tonight. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
it's very good. I hope you enjoyed coming here, Logan.
oh, dude, I had a blast. I'm excited to play again. Honestly, this is I think I could see this being a very fun group to play with. So, and you said there's 2 people missing?
There's one that I think is basically dropped out, so it's just like his 3rd no-show. Doesn't send me a text about it, so I'm gonna have to get him out of here. But the thing about it is, and then we lost Rowan last week, which he was one of our steadies, but he moved. So yeah, he's a good player. So we've got like room for 2 people, and people jump in and out of these all the time. It's long campaign attrition, and it happens a little bit more often with online campaigns. My main thing is to keep the ad like going, somewhat fresh, relevant, like enough to hook somebody, but not enough details to spoil things.
Yeah.
And enough to get a bait in there more than anything, and then hopefully fill it on my reviews.
I get it.
Um,
Yeah, no, I'm good.
oh no, go for it. I have a in-game question real fast.
No, I just yeah, no, this is I've played one game on this online the other day, and it was not nearly as fun. So
I try to keep a pretty high standard at the table. And, like, it was a pretty easy transition for me to go from casual to pro via what I do and what my I don't know. It's something I really enjoy. It's something I enjoy doing and sharing with everyone. So if there's ever
Yeah.
like a feedback you have that you think could make the game better or something you'd personally like to see more, just reach out to me. Sometimes I don't
Yeah.
reply a lot of way. I'm not gonna lie. I run about 11 games a week, so
Yeah, no,
sometimes.
you're good. I don't expect anyone's time because I don't respond to things on a timely manner.
It's like I do
So
that. I bartend 2 nights a week. I just got basically I'm under an NDA for this 3 group of Pentagon people that have been writing in RPGs since 2003, and I'm editing their
Nice.
work.
yeah,
And then I'm also building a Spelljammer campaign in the background. So there's a few plates spinning.
I want to play Spelljammer so bad.
I may have a Saturday slot opening up for one. I know I had a few people that wanted to go on that time. I've got one filled out on Wednesday, but they're at 7 people, and already I'm like, oof.
Yeah, I
That's
like
a
to do a
lot.
lot of these newer things, but I feel like it's hard to jump into the newer books and start playing because it's every DM runs them, so it's
Mhm.
very. You could get into a great game, but you could also get in a game that's a complete shit show because people know that those games will fill up real easy.
Mhm. Have I been showing you all the crazy AI art shit I've been doing? I think I found my antagonist for the Spelljammer arc. These are from Mid Journey Bot. I cooked them up today. I'm basically gonna make an homage to Borg, I guess, but undead. Sorry, they're kind of big files. They're rather detailed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Looks like Vecna.
Looks very lich-like.
Yeah.
Going for the real animated. I don't know. I told it
The
to
first
mix
one's fucking creepy
That
looking.
top one's really creepy. He's got 2 sets of noses, but you can't tell which is his real nose or not.
almost
It's
like a
very
paper clip in his eye or something.
yeah. Looks like a monkey almost. Very primate looking.
Yeah.
That's weird. I like it.
Dude, would you care if I used one of these?
No, dude. I literally I spend $10 a month to be able to play with this bot, and I get about 250 or 300 images a month off of it, and it's just shit I'm throwing in the background for campaigns.
Yeah, the game I'm run's got it's got a lich that I think one of these things would be fucking cool for. When they finally see what his face looks like, be like, yeah, he's fucked up.
Check out these crazy looking spaceships it did in a Geiger style.
Wow.
Fucking eat up any art like that. That shit's always dope. Man, I'm making that shit my new fucking phone background. That shit's tight.
Oh, I like that.
That Spelljammer one, and a wall of astral sea around him.
I want to play it so bad, but I know I'm really gonna have to fight the urge to read ahead because as a DM kind of player, I'm I just want to know.
I can tell you the books are shit. The books are dog shit, awful. So I actually reached out to something called a Wild Jammer supplement that's been in use in the community for about 3 years. Chef's kiss. It's fucking beautiful. If you're, I would, and it's free too. That's the thing.
I love that.
Drop the PDF, and in Foundry, it's got such a following behind it. They have what you call a module, and you pull in this module, and it's got all the stuff statted out for you how you want. The custom on shields, they basically give them temporary HP called bulwark points, and you can become a boatswain and heal those if you take like a leadership role on the boat during combat. So it's an interesting combat mechanic, but in order to put it in Foundry, you have to have like custom stats for bulwark points, and then they have like turns and radial turns, and the guns actually have certain degrees of movements on the ship, so you can't be like on the opposite end of the ship and firing across it essentially with a harpoon gun like you can in raw 5e. You have to be like on the proper side of the ship firing the proper gun at the angle. It's interesting.
That's fun.
It's just something a little bit more complicated than 3 guns that you don't have any flex over in the raw rules. But yeah, I'm at the end of my day, guys. I'm gonna go relax. I'm probably gonna play Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, we next weekend is a holiday. Are we gonna try and do a game next weekend?
If y'all are available, I'm certainly available. If you're not, just mark yourself as absent. And my general rule is like 50% of the party, or I call it, if we're running with 4 players, that's like usually my men to run with. So I don't know. We'll play it by ear. If anything, now that there's 4 in here, after I get Raj bowed out, we'll probably get a spot or 2 in here. And hopefully fill out with some people. If not next weekend, then the weekend after.
I know will be free next Sunday for sure. So
Yeah, I should be able.
I'm always free Sunday, late at night.
Yeah, if y'all are feeling it, absolutely. If it's a holiday weekend, you want to go out and get drunk and get stupid, I totally get it. So it's just if you can, on start playing games. If you ever have to miss a session, mark yourself as skipping. You can do that up to 24 hours before we begin. So that's 9 p.m. Saturday, or 9 p.m. my time Saturday. I'm not sure what it is for y'all, but it helps me a ton to do that because I don't have to go in, manually change your price, remember about it next weekend, change it back, or hound you after the session and be like, hey, I forgot to charge you for this one. Can you please do a custom payment? That kind of thing. So, but, I'm real chill. Like I enjoy the job. So if y'all ever need anything, reach out to me. Let me know. And yeah, thanks for joining us, man. It's
Sure.
glad to have you.
like I said, I'm looking forward to next Sunday. Yeah,
Excellent.
fucking kill a basilisk.
Kill a basilisk for a life spark to save a illusion man that was part of the Arcane Brotherhood, whose master got burned at the stake. Got it.
Definitely one of the better first sessions I've ever had.
I love hearing that. I'm gonna head out, guys. Y'all have a great
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, Paulo, can you send that link to me on the AI art? Because
I can tell. So go to Google and just type in Midjourney, all one word, bot, Discord. You'll find it on there. They give you 25 free image generations to blow up to full res, and then after that, it's like a paying tier at $10 a month. But even the paying tier is like, God, dude, it's good.
So it's more of a server than anything.
The bots itself generate on the server.
Okay.
And it like shit craps out the images to you.
Got it. Okay. No, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Thank you, man.
Nah, not a problem. Enjoy it. It's a trip, dude. It's sometimes I just come here and I'm like, I really want to put this image in my game.
I really need it for my D&D campaign I'm trying to do. My homebrew. One of my kind of villains in a way is supposed to be Torog, the crawling king. And there's really nothing for that. It's only on 4E, and it's so hard to find images for the crawling king.
If you find it hosted somewhere, you can actually, when you dig into the script of this bot, you can point it to an image and you can give it an image weight and say like adhere to this, and then give it to the descriptor, and it'll kind of merge